Good morning and welcome to Mondello Park. We have Supercars on the line. We're ready for a big weekend of Rallycross with the 5 Nations British Rallycross and Irish Rallycross. And we're about to go live. The lights, maybe some problems there at the start line. There's a jump start. Let's just see what's going on. And we've got green, we're away and racing. Julian Godfrey is flying down to turn 1 on this new layout. Anti-clockwise, of course, Julian Godfrey takes the lead as they come around Castrol. In behind him is Michael Leonard in the Audi. He gets switched across up the inside onto the straight. Michael Leonard takes the lead. They head up towards Southside. This is all very alien to us, going the wrong way around Mondello Park, but it is Michael Leonard who leads in the Munier Motorsport X. Matthias Ekstrom, Audi S1. Julian Godfrey tucked up in behind him. Tommy Graham in 3rd place. Julian Godfrey goes for the Joker. No chicane in the Joker this time, but a longer route and emerge at the hole in the hedge. And Tristan Ovenden loses it. He spins on the brakes in the hole in the hedge. That's a shame for Tristan. He was hoping for a good start to the weekend here. I was talking to him last night in the paddock and he was full of hope. If we can get it turned around and get going again. Leonard, who's way out ahead, he blasts past the car here. Tommy Graham in chase. Godfrey up onto the now Rallycross 1. Round through the hole in the hedge. Tommy Graham, 2nd place in the Fiesta, and Godfrey clips the wall. He clipped the apex. He actually hit the wall on the inside. Hopefully he hasn't damaged the car. The car looks okay as he turns right towards Castrol. Leonard, meanwhile, way out front, 45-2. Best lap of the session so far for Michael Leonard. He's really switching on to this Audi. Still looks okay after that contact with the wall at the hole in the hedge, but he's a bit squirrely as he comes down Rallycross 1 on this anti-clockwise circuit at Mondello in preparation for the European Championship coming in July. A lot of drivers like the new layout and it's warmly received, but here we go. We're watching our 3rd place man, Julian Godfrey, at the moment. Leonard passes the car here. 1 lap to go. Leonard will have the Joker this time round. Tommy Graham 2nd still in the Fiesta. The ex-John McCluskey car. Let's watch as here's Leonard. Leonard ups to the main lap still. Must have got his Joker done. We mustn't have seen that out of shot. Down towards Castrol, flicks it in right on the drift circuit as it would be. You can see the markings on the track as he comes around Castrol, where the drift cars use their clipping points, but he comes up and takes the win in our first race of the weekend. Michael Leonard in the Munier Motorsport Run, Audi S1, Nace Court Hotel back car. Tommy Graham takes a great 2nd place with Julian Godfrey coming home in 3rd. And our recovering Tristan Ovenden takes 4th. Well, exciting stuff already, and obviously a bit alien getting used to this new layout at Mondello. It's very fast. We've been speaking to some of the supercar drivers, and some of them clocking 200 kilometers an hour coming up the straight into the hairpin at Southside, which is approximately 125 miles an hour, and then they stand on the brakes and switch left at Southside through the gap down Rallycross 1, cross by Nordic Spirit, round what is still Rallycross 2, the only Rallycross 2. They can opt to go to the Joker and then the merge at the hole in the hedge before they head back round towards Castrol. But here we go. We get a new grid formed. Track vehicles on the move here. Unfortunately, looks like Barry Morris maybe with some transmission problems. Gonna get that car recovered. Of course, Barry Morris was supposed to be in that last heat, but some sort of breakage or failure on the start line. Not a good start to his weekend. He was going very well in testing yesterday and had a great run out last week or 2 weekends ago at a hill climb, and is really starting to warm to the ex-Anton Seppa Hyundai i20 Supercar. Hopefully the team can get the problems resolved and we'll see Barry back out in Q2. Beautiful weather greets us here at Mondello this weekend, and the forecast is looking very good. I hope you've got your sun cream with you, folks. So the Ramco Hyundai i20 is recovered back to the paddock. And we have Supercars lining up for Heat 2 of Q1. On the pole will be Gary Donoghue. Lining up alongside him is William Carey, the ex-Kevin Proctor Ford Fiesta Supercar, who set very fast time in practice here this morning, and in an interview yesterday William Carey was very confident that he liked this track and it suited him and the car, so that'll be a man to watch today. Third on the grid, the middle of the grid, GB1 number 1 Derek Toll took his maiden victory in the first round of the French Rallycross Championship, the ultra competitive French Rallycross Championship a few weeks ago, and is certainly looking confident coming home here to Mondello Park in the Parts for Cars 208. We have John McCluskey then in the One Sonic Honda Civic next to him, and then great to see the return of George Tracy Jr. in the ex-Olivier Anne Citroen C4 on the outside, and we're away, and it's a great start by the two Civics. The two Murray Motorsport Civics are away, up and gone. We head down towards turn 1. It is Donoghue who has the lead, but look, we're going 3 wide. 3 wide, and McCluskey forces the One Sonic car down the inside of his teammate Donoghue and has the lead as they head up the straight. This pole is tucked right up in behind Donoghue. It's going to be a great scrap, and it's a lock up from McCluskey. He done this in practice, but he does get it turned in. It doesn't stall. Great great stuff as they come through onto Rallycross 1, and McCluskey is all out of shape, and Kerry right there behind Toll in fourth is getting out of shape also. Over to the hole in the hedge. And just out my window I can see, you'll see them in the background, it's Toll and Kerry are in the Joker already. So it's the two Civics versus Toll and Kerry. Here we go. McCluskey, Donahue, Kerry, George Tracy in the background in the C4. The team are having some problems in testing yesterday with the misfire in the C4. Obviously a bit old hat now, but hopefully they get the problems ironed out and we can see some more pace from the Citroen. Up front, McCluskey slides wide, a bit cleaner from Donahue, but look, Toll and Kerry. Toll is taking Kerry with him, and they are closing down the two Hondas ahead. Toll and Kerry have their Joker laps done, and we'll have to see, will the Murray Motorsport boys split the strategy? Blasted up passes in the tower, the wonderful sound of Supercars here at Mondello. Toll, beautiful through the gap onto Rallycross 1, lovely on the brakes, nice and balanced as he turns left through Nordic Spirit. There's a slight compression there. Bounces up onto the gravel at Bridgestone and across round the hole in the hedge. McCluskey opts for the Joker, and look, he's out. Oh, this is a great merge. We're getting to see how it's going to pan out, and that was nice. Great merge, but Kerry tries to stuff it down the inside. A Campion, but it doesn't work for him. It is Toll who is our de facto leader at the moment, but Donahue first on the road. He will still have to go there. The head on, there's the last lap. He's out. Round Southside Motor Factors, Donahue gets it turned, but Toll's right there with him, and Donahue will have to get the Joker done on this lap. Left into the Joker lap, Toll round to the hole in the hedge. He's got it cleanly done, and McCluskey's going to be there also. Will Donahue get Kerry? He does. Donahue third behind his teammate, but it is going to be Toll as long as he's neat through Castrol. He's been lovely in practice. He gets it rotated and away up towards the checkered flag. It's going to be Derek Toll. Followed by John McCluskey, Gary Donahue, and William Kerry. That was a great race. That's a real good taste of things to come this weekend. A 45.8 from Derek Toll. That's a great lap time. Fastest of the session. George Tracy Jr. in the C4 completes. We also have the Ford Escort Supercar of Derek Job here today, just not on the grid. Some problems in practice this morning. But great to see a variety of supercars here for your entertainment. No waste of time here, we're away and racing again. This time we have the juniors. Let's see, here we go. Juniors, turn one, heading. Oh, we've got a bonnet up. The leader with a bonnet up. I think that's Harry Whelan. Let's get a look at Cleo Murphy. See the number. It's not very aerodynamic, that car. He needs to watch. Doesn't break the bonnet going up the straight and take the windscreen with it. Oh, somebody very late on the brakes. Yeah, Keenan Murphy with the bonnet up. He'll probably get a flag for that. You can probably see through the gap with the shape of the arch of the bottom of the bonnet. And oh, Logan Hoy with a massive moment as he heads across Rallycross 2 in towards the hole in the hedge. Our leader had a massive moment, but excellent car control. He keeps the shoe in it and holds it. Keeps it together. down around Campion, into Castrol, our leader, number 6, Logan Hoy in the FPS car. 142 Oisin Clark, 3rd place, behind Keno Murphy with the bonnet up. Murphy doing a great job here to see where he's going, but again he's losing speed down the straight. It's not aerodynamic at all. And Oisin Murphy gets the job done in Southside as they come round. Looking further back, I think I can see one of the Ford, I think it's Owen Dooley in the Ford Fiesta. Owen had a moment here in practice yesterday, and unfortunately an impact with the wall sees a damaged chassis leg in his Mini. Oh, there's a bit of a scrap going on at the back. I can see out the window. We're watching Keno Murphy with the bonnet still up. This is a great job by this youngster. Oh, a bit of contact in the background. That's DC and Dooley. Harry Whelan who got run out wide in the black and blue Fiesta with the orange wheels. Dooley makes the most of that and takes both of them. Owen Dooley back in his Fiesta, as I said. Coming down the straight, he goes very defensive. He knows he hasn't got the pace of the Minis in the little Fiesta, so he goes defensive up towards Southside. Keeps DC at bay. Fiestas will struggle on this fast layout to keep up with the Minis. And out our window I can see Oisin Clark in the Joker lap. Comes back out in 2nd place. Oh, DC with a moment on the brakes as they head over towards the Holden Hedge, but gets a galler up. He's been struggling with that part of the track all morning. We've seen some moments for him in practice also. Well held, that young man. Scrap here, and he gets run out onto the straight, get past Dooley. Dooley has chosen all the track on the outside. Carry as much pace up the straight. In the little Fiesta, that's Oisin Clark up at the front. Keno Murphy in 3rd place, sorry, as our leader. Logan Hoy, here he is, around Rallycross 2. Oh, big sideways moment. He gets a Scandinavian flick and gets a lovely rotation and good drive out of the Holden Hedge down towards Campion. In the FPS machine, Logie is a previous junior champion. And he rounds Castrol out onto the straight. And the checkered flag is waiting for him. Great win for Logan Hoy. And who is it going to be 2nd? It is Oisin Clark. With a great drive from Keno Murphy with that bonnet up. The whole way around. Superb stuff from our juniors.
Glenn, the Desperate Duo are back. We're back live for this event. We loved it last year, Glenn. I'm so excited to have you back here for this event. I took a little bit, once you'd started off, I was going to run for the guitar, and I said I won't. I'll go and have a look around. What a track. I mean, I walked it during the week, but it doesn't inspire you walking it just to watch it. If you're coming down here, and I know the stream is really good if you're watching at home, come down tomorrow or today and stand at the end. When you come in the main gate, just go straight to the fence. The speed of the supercars down there would actually frighten you a little bit. It's unbelievable.
I was standing on the pit wall yesterday watching practice, watching supercars come blasting past.
Yeah.
And the feeling of them going past, the anti-lag, the booms, the bangs, the flames, there's nothing like it. You can see so much on a live stream and you can have the crack.
Yeah.
But the experience, the smell, the senses.
I couldn't believe it. Yeah, it's brilliant. Absolutely. It's almost like take a step back from the fence. You know, it's so cool. And to be starting out at turn 3, or Duckham's if you're around Mondello, years and years and years. Actually, just beyond the start line, if you were going clockwise, that was Rallycross 2. Now I'm talking a long, long time ago, before the hole in the hedge. There was a big long sweeper right across that grass area, just where the cars are now on the right of that big long sweeping corner there. If you're ever in the museum, there's an aerial photo taken in about 1987, and even though it was long gone by then, you can see the track of it. It was just the outline, yeah, in the grass, yeah. So they got rid of that and brought in the hole in the hedge, and I know the hole in the hedge is a great source of hilarity to other visiting countries because there's no hedge.
But it's iconic.
Yeah. We can't just call it the hole. No, we'd be off air very quickly. So that's why the hole in the hedge is called the hole in the hedge. There was a hedge there, ladies and gents. So we're going out tonight for your birthday, I'm told, Glenn.
Are we?
Yeah. So any drivers that want to come with us are more than welcome to join us. Yeah. Did you book Vince, the minicab, to bring us into Nations?
21 again, yeah.
Yeah, you'll have to book that minicab to get us in there later on. But I think Neil Murphy from Siltex and a few of them are around, so we'll have a bit of crack. Might get a few drivers out for well, they'd be on non-alcoholic, of course. So of course they would, yeah. Getting ready to go. Thumbs up for more juniors. Great to see them starting there. And all the work that's been done by Mondello. 5 extra metres, Glenn. Look at how fresh the soil is at the bottom of the screen. 5 extra metres on that straight.
Leo, watching the supercars blast 5 wide off the line is just magic. Adds another element of excitement to the rallycross here at Mondello Park. But here we go. Green light. Hugo Lunham on the pole. Cody Mann alongside. Really Sexton on the outside. Good start from Hugo. He's got the lead, and it's a good start from Corey Bagnall. Yeah.
Great driver, Bagnall. He always goes well. He's great to watch. He's going to have a look down the inside. He just flicks it out there, but Lunham says, I don't think so, and closes the door. But Bagnall looking very racy, as he always does, Glenn.
Always. And Lunham, obviously, the last day wasn't live streamed, Leo, but Lunham was so impressed the last day here. Mondello showed a really good turn of pace.
Cars all very equal in a straight line. Nobody gets a run there. They're being really heavily policed, the same as the patch tire equipment circuit racing. They even have a controlled spark plug. We've had cars thrown out for having the wrong spark plug. Everything for equality in this class. The scrutineers can read the ECUs on the car. They do quite a lot. You see the minis stay in that Park Ferme for a long time, especially after a final. But there you go. Bagnall now bouncing across Rallycross 2. The Bridgestone sign is there, looking for a gap. Where's he going to have a go? It'll be the same place again. Will it land down into Castrol?
I think if he can get a run out of Castrol up the straight, I think he might stuff it down the inside, the south side, but we'll see what happens. I think that's really the move.
Oh, beautiful four-wheel drift. Yeah, lovely control there, just four-wheel drift, but no gap. Running a lot of rake on the car. I don't know if he can do that or how he does it, because the front of the car is very low compared to the back, which is what you want, but there's not much adjustable on these cars. But here they come under the Alfa Romeo bridge, out onto the Brain straight now, and heading up the hill to Southside Motor Park in this corner, which sounds odd.
It's so alien.
Yeah, it really is. This is fantastic. Well done to everybody.
For Lunham, he just defends a wee bit. He's just keeping him honest, keeping him behind him.
Cody Mann there, way back. He's just taken a place there. Has he done a joker? He has done a joker, Cody Mann. I was just wondering, watch out for him. That's the car at the front of this group here. Extremely quick young driver, Cody Mann. And one of the few probably that can put it up to Logan Hoy in a straight fight, so we've got to keep an eye on him.
Absolutely. It was Cody Mann and Hugo Lunham the last day, as I say, really taking the fight. And it's said in the previous race, it's a shame to see Dooley in the Fiesta today, obviously having problems yesterday with an impact with the wall.
Yeah, I heard that, yeah, it is a shame.
His Mini.
Eilish Sexton there coming through Campion Corner, named after John Campion. Fastest lap is to Hugo Lunham though out front, 24.6. He goes through again with 55, of course that would have been a joker lap, 55 standing start, and then a joker, so 55 1 now the fastest lap.
We'll have to work out our joker lap delta and see the difference.
We will, with a pen and paper.
Yeah. This is Rallycross. What can you predict in Rallycross?
That's true. Well, you can still do it. We can still go through the motions, Glenn. You can work it out like the constipated maths teacher who worked it out with a pencil.
So here we go.
Treble 8, Corey Bagnall.
Yep,
Tidy line.
joker. Where is he going to come out? Cleanly ahead. Oh, great job by Corey Bagnall.
Very tidy through there and well ahead of Cody Mann. But it's Hugo Lunham he's aiming for, isn't it? And Lunham has yet to take his Joker lap.
Let's see what sort of lap time that Corey can put in. Put great pressure on Hugo ahead. Last lap,
yeah. 2.5 seconds ish. That's our first run of it. The difference.
Bit spread out here at the front, but let's see where they are when Lunham goes to the Joker. He peels left now into the Joker lap. Corey Bagnall will keep right across Rallycross 2.
Bagnall's going to do it, you know.
He's got it done. Unbelievable. What a lap that must have been from Corey Bagnall.
Here they come. Back down towards Campion again. He has a very committed corner, this one. That's a really good job by Bagnall from the second row of the grid as well.
Checkered flag out. Corey Bagnall with a great win there. Second place goes to Hugo Lunham. Third place Cody Mann. Jack Lennon. Fourth.
Ailish Sexton a little bit off form there. She's normally a lot racier than that. I'm sure the bonnet will be up on that car very quickly when she gets back in.
Yeah, watching practice earlier, maybe some problems with the Sexton car. She seemed a little bit off the pace, and the car was sort of coasting up past the end of the session.
Nicholas Noonan coming through. Newbie, he takes the checkered flag. Place looking great. Great to have a bit of sunshine, Glenn, isn't it?
It's wonderful. I was so pleased to see the sun shining, and the forecast tomorrow was meant to be even better. You know, we're in for a real treat tomorrow. But we're just getting news in, Leo, about Barry Morris, the Hyundai i20 suffering some clutch problems on the launch. It was fine practice, it was fine in the tyre cleaning, but unfortunately it let go on the line, which is a shame, but hopefully you can get that sorted.
Your live stream was great last night. I sat up on the couch with a glass of wine going, this is absolutely brilliant.
If I'm really honest, I needed a bit of Dutch courage. I went for a bit of dinner, a bit of Dutch courage, and away we went.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
I really enjoyed it. You know, great to see all the big names in Rallycross here, and we had great crack here at Mondello.
Yeah, no, it was really good. Very, very enjoyable. Now the bother sneaking into the garages, turning on the lights. Great footage, really is. What about those Murray Motorsport Hondas off the line this morning? My God.
Seriously fast. It's these mountain engines, we've seen it, they get them hooked up and they're missiles.
Yeah, normally you'd say it was the driver getting a good start, but they both did. Everyone, Derek Toll, to leave Derek Toll sitting. Derek always makes good starts. But yeah, no, interesting stuff. Proper grids. A reasonably big crowd at this stage of the day as well, Glenn. I had to drive quite a bit down before I got a parking space.
Yeah, good to see, and hopefully they keep coming, because they're in for such a spectacle.
So modifieds and 120Ds getting ready to go. 120Ds, of course, my favourite class, Glenn, aren't they?
Absolutely, they are.
Yeah, great introduction. Those.
And here we go. We've Niall Carey on the pole, and a very interesting car in the middle of the grid. A man from Cookstown.
It's beautiful, isn't
farmer, it? Caleb Howard.
Drove in the gate behind him yesterday, and the car was up on a raised trail. I could see up under. It's a beautiful car, really nice.
Yeah, Caleb loves to have the thing turned out well, and It's a shame he went to Sweden recently and bought a a super modified Volvo C30.
Right.
Was breaking drive shafts in its first day out, so they're having to do some rebuilds and find out what's wrong with the car. But he will have that back out soon.
Well, I wouldn't wish bad luck on any man, but I'm delighted it broke drive shafts and he brought the Anglia to Mondello Park, because I love to see it on the grid, Len. It's a beautiful car, and of course Anglias and Minis and Cortinas were what raced here when the circuit opened originally. So also brings back memories of Saturday afternoon, doesn't it? The hot rods on telly.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it'll bring memories back for sure. Tommy Graham. Yeah. Hot rod man.
Tommy was great for me yesterday. Had a quick chat with him. It's up on the Mondello Park socials there. He's loving the track.
It was a great interview with Tommy yesterday.
Yeah, he was. It's a little bit hard to kind of get the car stopped down coming into Nordic Spirit down the bottom of Rallycross 3 there. It's as Leah said it as well, and hers just breaking on gravel, but it's good for them, you know, certainly for the younger drivers. Yeah,
big learning curve for them, and I find also that as they come across Bridgestone Rallycross 2 in towards the Holden Hedge, they're having to brake and turn on gravel, and the back end's getting away, but they're learning how to cope with that.
That's great.
And sometimes you need a wee bit of right pedal just to bring the front round and into the hole in the hedge.
A lot of people think there's probably not enough gravel in Rallycross these days. Although, did you see Derek in France? Zero traction, zero anything like it was. Yeah, Derek Toll had a win if you didn't see it recently in France. Really impressive stuff, but there was just no traction. I don't know whether the donuts at the end were involuntary or not. It was that slippy. Little bit of modification there.
That race.
Yeah, really.
It was really forceful at the end of the move, but very fair. You know, both of them obviously wanted to win that race, and well, Derek came out on top, which was great to see.
Yeah, Derek's like most of the top Irish Rallycross drivers. They're not. He's clean, but if you want some, it's there. You know, he's just not going to back out of it.
He's going to make it work for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just waiting on the track team. Did some repairs. We'll be back racing very soon. I think I can see the telehandler leaving the circuit now. See a thumbs up from our grid marshal. Thumbs up to all the drivers. And the car on the outside of the front row we should talk about, the VX220 of Darren Bleasdale. The Bleasdale brothers here this weekend with 2 VX220s, and they'll be ones to watch in the modifieds. Ridiculously fast cars. And away we go. It's a pretty even reaction time from the modifieds. And Kerry is up and gone, the BMW with all the power in the straight line.
Doing well to beat Darren away though. That mid-engine, those Vauxhalls are rarely beaten off the line, and he has a look down the inside into Castro, right onto the inside curb, says Kerry, and takes the line. But they look so much lighter, probably equally as quick, if not slightly quicker in a straight line. See you later. Nothing he can do about that. But it didn't cost either of them time, and in Rallycross heats, as you know, Glenn, that's crucial.
Time is crucial. Kerry looked like he run a wee bit wide, maybe on cold tyres out of Castrol. That allowed Darren up the inside in the VX220 and into the lead. Down. Just about that section you were mentioning that Tommy Graham said seems to be getting into everybody's heads as they come down, breaking downhill.
Yeah.
At Nordic Spirit.
I thought Bleasdale was gone in a bit deep there, but not a bit of it. Got right into the apex. Beautiful car control from Kerry. Just a touch of opposite lock as he stands on the power and comes through the hole in the hedge. And overcommitment there from Bleasdale through Campion corner. Probably compromises him a little bit into Castrol. A little bit offline coming in, but still working for him. A flash of flame as he grabs the gear there, heading for the Alfa Romeo bridge and down the Brain Straight.
Fast as are here, beautiful sound. I need to find out a bit of information about these VX220s, about what's power in them.
You had a good look in the back of them last night.
I couldn't see much, all the same.
Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't open up the garage and put it up on a ramp or something. Maybe tonight.
South side, it was one of their leading 120D. It's Philip Cleary. Oh, we've got the Joker done for Bleasdale. Bleasdale's, oh, Caleb, keep it out of the wall. Oh.
He did.
He did. Yeah, this is a very, very tricky part of the track. I've seen a couple of juniors getting caught out as they come around Rallycross 2 to the hole in the hedge, and it nearly caught out the little Langley of Cleo Park. Thankfully, all in one piece as he comes round. Third place on the road, but Bleasdale has the Joker lap done. He's back round from the Kerry.
Fastest lap is to Kerry, you know, 51.
Let's see what Bleasdale can do here on a clean run, though.
Yeah.
Get the Joker out of the way.
Well, look at him trying to get the car moving around a lot as he's trying to stop. That's what Tommy Graham was talking about. The car dancing around under him as he tries to get it stopped. I hope they keep regrading that during the day. It's proper rallycross stuff, isn't it?
Great to see proper gravel in rallycross. I mean, we see a lot of the sort of concrete with a bit of dust over the top, but I think it's great to see a good cover in a gravel. Kerry bounces over the curb. Right, Campion gets it lined up for Castrol.
He's great to watch, isn't he?
Beautiful. He comes from sprints and hill climbs and has learned a lot.
Always presents the car beautifully as well. Really, I had to look around it there last night. Oh, even without the gravel, it's moving around a bit on the brakes, then, isn't it?
That's really hard in on the brakes, trying to get it pulled up.
You were right, Bleasdale, 49.774. Yeah, like 3 liveries since we last saw them.
There we go, checker flag comes out and it's going to be Darren Bleasdale, first of our modified winners. And the 120D number 77 is a lap down to Keith Byrne. There is our second place man, Niall Carey in the BMW Compact. Third place is going to be Caleb Hard in the Little Anglia. Superb stuff. Glad he kept that out of the wall, Leo.
Oh, I thought it was going. I really thought it was going in. I thought we were going to be picking up bits of fiberglass on our track walk later on, but no, beautiful control and just about. A bit like the Canadian Grand Prix, rushing the wall and qualifying yesterday. It's something you've got to do to get the time, but it's not something you want to be doing too often.
Not something as nice as that Little Anglia.
Oh, it really is beautiful. It's very well presented car, yeah. Very good 120Ds there.
Brian Saxton takes the win in the 120Ds. Brian, a very busy man in the paddock, running quite a few of the junior minis, and was him in hand whether he was actually going to get out today. But it's great to see him out and taking a win, heat win in the BMWs.
Sam Bovell, it's going to be in the Monster Energy livery Fiesta on pole. Ricky McAlonan, always great to watch in the Corsa Nova.
Ricky in the Corsa 2 Nova, Corsa Nova, whatever you want to call it. He was fastest of the modifieds this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, apart from Liam Duran here, just through the gap. He edged a wee bit there. The lights are green. Watch. Oh. Whoa.
Jason Bleasdale. See you later.
Bleasdale.
Yeah, he must have been watching the Murray Motorsport Civics earlier.
Watch out for Liam Duran. I just want to say he's coming around the outside of Bovell here. Look at sideways in the Mark II Escort. He's recently acquired this car. It's an Irish built car. It's 1.7 turbo with a Ferrari transaxle on the back. It is an absolute machine. Duran knows how to pedal it.
Just absolutely launched it down the inside of McVicker. That was like, get out of the way or we'll have an accident. But McVicker just gave him enough space and no more. Managed to block him, but the Escort clearly quicker in a straight line. But Duran well able to steer it as well. Look at this, gets a little bit of opposite lock as he tries to slow it down at the bottom of the hill there.
And he's up. 10 boys are queuing up behind McVicker and they're like, get out of the way. He does, he goes to the Joker. You can see it out our window. But Duran putting massive pressure on Bleasdale here.
Yeah, from well back. We weren't expecting anyone to challenge the Bleasdales this weekend, but Duran very, very quick.
He showed us recently in a YouTube video this car, he acquired it, told us all about it. On paper, it should be ridiculously quick and well.
It's not too bad on tarmac either.
It's going well.
He hasn't got by him yet. In fact, he hasn't got close like that anymore. 12.5 for Bleasdale, 13.8 for Duran. But Duran has a couple of cars on him, so we'll keep an eye on that.
Sam Bovell coming down the dust starting to build here with the sunshine. Willie Coyne tucked up in behind him. Here's our leaders. Bleasdale through the hole in the hedge with Duran in tow. Bleasdale starting to put a bit of daylight between himself and the Mark II Escort.
Sideways stuff from Duran there, but he shot him back. Jumps opened up that time. 47.6 for Bleasdale, 49.1 for Duran, so certainly not touching the box off. But in the first lap, it looks very, very quick, didn't it?
Very aggressive driver, always quick to switch on. And you can bet your dollar he's going to be stopping down the inside in turn 1. They go to the Joker. Sam Bovell with a massive moment. He looked like he was overcooking it, but he holds it flat to the mat. The last lap board is out. Bleasdale comes across the line, up towards south side. Duran has his Joker lapped off. That's why there's a gap. Sam Bovell third place with Willie Coyne. This is a good showing from Bovell. How fast Willie Coyne can be around Mondello. Maybe just warming up to the new layout. Great drone shot here. Here we go. That's a magnificent shot. Shows the cars as they come down. Rallycross 1. That braking zone that they're all worried about. Oh, look at Bovell again. Massive opposite lock. I think our leader's going to be heading towards the finish line. He is. Checker flag is out. It's going to be Bleasdale this time. Jason Bleasdale.
The big battle we're not showing at all, which is McVicker and McAlonan. Behind this again. Might get it from the drone. No. Really close to the last lap and a half. Watch the top of your screen. Who's it going to be? There we go. That's been brilliant. The last couple of laps have been all over each other. McAlonan on the last lap. Well, perfect timing for the drone shot to catch that. That Cleo is just, the back end is just heavy and soft, and it looks, he drives it really, really well all the time, Jimmy, but it looks like it wants to kill him. And I can only imagine, Glenn, at the bottom of Rallycross 3 what that car is like.
Listen, Jimmy will be hanging on for dear life.
Yeah.
Rallycross 1, Rallycross 3.
It's Rallycross 3 normally.
Something like that.
Yeah, down the bottom of the hill, Nordic Spirit corner.
This Cleo has a serious horsepower in the back with over 500 horsepower, so crazy car.
It nearly had a Nova in the back there about half a lap ago. That was a great scrap.
Wonderful drone shots in the lovely sunshine here at Mondello Park.
Iconic car there. Glenn nearly fell over there when he saw the 6R4 on the screen.
We seen it in the trailer on the way down the road yesterday, and I was so excited to see it coming down the road.
Yeah, no, it's gorgeous, isn't it? It really is.
Anybody who doesn't know, Metro 6R4, it looks like it's actually rear-wheel drive with a R35 Nissan Skyline engine in the back.
Yeah.
520 horsepower.
Great finish. 2 wheels. Then it's Peter McGarry in the really quick Polo. Looks like a supercar, goes like a supercar, but it's modified. Stanley Bovell, very quick, in a 2.5 litre Mark II Escort. And then Philip Kelly in the homemade supercar, a former champion in modifieds, and goes really well. It's great to have him back out as the Bowser heads out to wet down the track again. Drivers will be giving out, we won't. But you want more gravel, is it, Glenn?
Just a bit of a strange decision. I think these drivers are going to get robbed of good times if they put water down.
Yeah.
Obviously it's for safety reasons,
the sunshine drying the track out very quickly. Yep, water bowser is on.
It is, so that's Rallycross 3 being watered down from the Kubota tractor. That's part of our Mondello Park deal with FJS. FJS plant just down the road from us here. Well, they've two. They've one in Nace now, and one out in Timahoe. So very much involved in motor racing, and sponsors here Alex Conlon, and they also sponsor a couple of bike racers as well, as Michael Coyne coming back in the Citroen there. So what is our problem there, Glenn, do you think?
Yeah, looks like Michael Coyne coming back into the pits. He should be on the grid here for this one, but coming back into the paddock. That's a shame for Michael.
Did he get as far as the grid? We certainly didn't see him in this shot here.
I did see him earlier on. He was in the background,
right,
but
okay.
has opted to come back into the paddock. And Michael actually set a really quick time in practice, so he's obviously warming up to this new layout at Mondello very, very well.
Right, okay, that's good.
That's a shame.
Yeah, the Coins will fix it, whatever it is. Still a little bit of watering down being done. That's Rallycross 2 done, and we're wondering where the FJS Kubota tractor is. It's down there. It's just coming off the track now, down at gate 1, down where the workshop is here at Mondello Park. Thumbs up, and we are getting ready to go.
Just at a shot, obviously, we have George Toole. There he is, just behind the metro. The ever-evolving parts for cars, BMW Compact.
Oh, Kelly, see you later, boys.
Oh, he squeezed through the gap.
Oh no, they go back at him now. He hasn't got the power. He has the traction, but not the power. McGarry should be able to sit around the outside here, shouldn't he? He does. Takes back. Look how soft McGarry's car is. Just big dip on the nose when he gets on the brakes there, and the car sits down on the ground, gets it turned in. A little bit sideways on the way out, but the technology in that car. Look at the speed of the 6R4 just drives past Philip Kelly. We know how quick Kelly's car is. Just drove past him. Kelly comes back at him on the brakes though.
The engine in that 6R4 was always a bit out of shape, and Philip was saying this, he's struggling with the handling of it. Still needs to get a bit of work done there and get it dialed in. But you see the gap that McGarry pulled on everyone up the straight. Great drone shots here.
That's Katie up in the air, Top Gun. MR2's had a makeover since we last saw. It looks very tidy. We know that's a very quick car. Just shows you how much modifieds have moved on a little bit. He was left sitting on the main straight, wasn't he, Glenn? Wonder will he twiddle up the boost a little bit before the next one?
Hopefully he'll turn the boost up a bit. Recently had some problems with it, but he got it ironed out.
He is. He's staying well. Even like probably putting the length on Bowl there. There's nothing wrong with there in the straight line. Three wheels inside front wheel. Bowl in the iconic Mark II Escort there. Beautiful car.
Block and tribute car.
Yeah.
Both the brothers with their Ken Block skins on their cars.
We always say it's a man built at home in a shed, that MR2. We see it across Rallycross 2. It soaks up the bumps very well. That's a sorted car, Glenn.
Philip Kelly just is at one with this car. He really knows how to pedal it. And the commentator's curse there. He runs a bit wide. They have one with this car. Obviously, we won a super final. A few years back.
Pretty on his job. Still together down to the bottom of the hill. Gravelly there to get them turned in.
Umpteens amount of power. We'll have to get a figure from Peter later on.
If you're not technical, it's the Honda engine that everybody wants and everybody uses. The 1970s Toyota Corolla you're talking about there then. But, yeah, Honda engines find their way into rallycross. Rock up there for Bobo, is that inside front? Goes light. Kelly car looks really well, so it just sits beautifully through the corners. Speaking of which, here comes Peter McGarry on his final lap. Tiny bit of overlap in the very exit section, and over to the left him onto the curb, lines it up beautifully for Campion, and then squares it off. Yeah, doesn't go out wide to get a racing line there at all. Down the inside on the brakes. Yeah, almost caught the Metro there on the final lap as well. Metro going very slowly, there's some problems there I think. We're getting out of shape after the checker flag. I think just having a bit of fun maybe. Seeing how late he can break in there.
Having a hoot.
Having a hoot. Standing on the power there in the back end, just moving around in the M3 car. machine.
Here we go then, thumbs up, Leo. Next race is ready to go.
Thumbs up, Desi Martin on pole position. Thomas McManus in the centre of the front row, always worth a watch. And oi oi, it's Abby McGuinness on the outside the front row. As you said, it's not oi oi anymore, it's Ka-chow. She's Lightning McQueen colour scheme on her car there.
Yep.
Green lights and she gets a cracking start and away she goes. Thomas McManus left sitting. Somebody else though from the outside. Is that, it's not Condon. No, that is her, sorry, from the outside. Gets across the bows. Just about. McManus came back at her fairly strongly there after an initial slow start. Oh, that was Leah on the front row, wasn't it, Thomas?
No,
it wasn't.
Thomas was on the front. Yeah.
Okay, I thought he made a bad start, but all of a sudden he was back on the back bumper again as he came out on the main straight. Problem with the ECU, he was telling me during the week the car wouldn't start with the ECU in it. When he put a standard ECU in it, it wouldn't start, so he had to get it remapped. There's Liam McManus and Alex Condon. They're back into the mini graduate class.
Interesting running behind the minis. The Suzuki Swifts. We have some interesting drivers in the Suzuki Swifts. Obviously, we have Niels Volland, Euro RX Supercar driver, and Nicholas Gallant, RX3. Oh, bit of action between our leaders.
I think, Abby got on the brakes. Thomas had to brake hard. He was carrying a bit too much speed in, maybe just to avoid, or he stopped a little bit too much, and he's trying to get it back. Big four-wheel drift. Always great car control, Thomas. Always great to watch when he was in a turbocharged MR2 here, and he's really taken to this Mini like a duck to water. But he needs to take care of the Mini because he is using that very effectively in the UK, and going really well. She came second in her first UK race, the BTRDA Championship. Almost won it on the run to the line on the last lap. She told us yesterday this car feels so slow, having raced the supercharged Cooper S. There's 100 brake horsepower in the difference, more maybe, and the car just feels so slow. Swifts have the on now.
Real scrap in the background between the Swifts. Here they come. Looks like I think it's Niels Volland in the yellow, and that was Nicholas Gallant locking up in the red Swift with Philip Seath in the grey. Number 80. It's great to see these drivers here getting some homework done ahead of the Euro Championship round here at Mondello Park.
weekend off, Glenn, you and I, because it's live streamed with the European commentators. So we said, right, we might get a couple of cans, maybe go down to Castle and watch, which would be really cool. That's what I did as a kid, and you did. But then it's turned out, we're back at the top of the tower for the Euro Series. Yeah, side by side for the lead. McManus, I should say, right round the outside, and just gets it done. They're so closely matched. Abbey will surely have a go back here. They're such different driving styles. McManus is wild, he grabs the car and fires it around. Abbey is super smooth, and the end effect is very similar. She tries to get up the inside as they come out onto the main straight. The main straight, 2 laps still to go. She's right in the wheel tracks now with Thomas McManus as they head down to Southside Motor Factory's corner. He holds the centre of the road there, nice and smooth turning. We don't usually use smooth and Thomas McManus in the same sentence.
I believe you just said it.
I know, yeah. But he always, the car always dances around into a local garage man, Motorworks in Kilbee, just up the road here. Works really hard in that business, but loves his weekends getting behind the wheel of a speedboat or a rallycross car. So he gets it turned in again, a big bounce at the apex. He's probably a little bit quicker there, but Abbey's very quick down to the next section, to Campion corner, the right-hander.
Sliding about there, and Abbey, a lot more controlled, a lot neater, floating like a Cadillac, stinging like a Beamer. Here they come.
She look at that, but she's closing down, maybe a length or two there. So McManus takes the win. Abbey McGuinness right with him in second place. We'll be watching them all day long. They're going to be really close together. Desi Martin can't quite stay with them in one of his stable of many minis. Real character. He's got loads of really impressive bits of kit. He's a big mini man, isn't he?
I don't know what I can say. I'll speak to him later, but
interview him later on. And it's Liam McManus just about from Alex Conlon for the mini graduate class. Graduate classes for well, it's junior minis with modifications that I don't know. They're a little bit more power. I think they're a cam and an exhaust and something else in them to make them a little bit quicker than the juniors. But it hasn't really got going. Just 2 cars out in that class. So I suspect that'll probably revert to the same spec as juniors if it goes ahead for next year.
yeah, bring more of them onto the grid.
Well, wouldn't you, I'd love to see a mum and daughter, or dad and daughter, or dad and son on the same day in the same car in 2 different classes. That'd be really cool. You can't do that at the moment because, well, you could go out, but you're not going to stay with those graduate cars. So maybe that's something that will happen next year. But who knows?
That's it. Niels Vollen takes the swift win from Nicholas Gelland and Philip Seath.
Thomas O'Rafferty should be on pole, but there's just a big gap where he should be. Then it's Keith Power in the centre of the front row, and then it is Peter Quigley in the Fiesta ST, which I believe is for sale, on the outside of the front row. John Shaw next up in that beautiful Dieter Opel team, or liveried Astra or Cadet, depending on where you're from. Shane Mulligan alongside. Great to see Shane back out. He's always worth watching. Very, very quick in that 206.
Yeah, that 206 has had a bit of an evolution.
Has
it's
it?
now, guess,
Honda, yeah.
K24, yeah.
Well, that'll be
really
interesting.
fast car. I think it's about circa 280 brake horsepower in that silver 206, so maybe one to watch. But
Yeah.
Keith Power,
I should say Power.
he set a very fast time in practice, so
Yeah.
he's going to be the one to watch here, obviously in the R5 Fiesta in the middle of the front row. Thomas O'Rafferty had the engine back for his Corsa, but unfortunately had run some issues with radiator and stuff, so he's not here today.
That's a shame. Patricia Denning, watch out for her in the Dennings cars, Mitsubishi Evo.
How could we forget Stephen Lipset in the back row?
Yeah, Lipset, I met him on Friday coming in, big smile. He's right there, and then Joe Downey on the outside of that row. Joe Downey and Trish Denning, of course, partners, but they were very much together in terms of pace and practice here yesterday, so that'll be interesting to see. The Evo will have better traction, but the 106 is really, really nimble.
Really, really good mix of cars in this one. This will be very interesting to see who makes the moves. we go, the rally cars are away. It's a great shot showing the difference in the cars, and it is the R5 Fiesta. Oh, he's gone wide, he's lost it on the brakes, Keith Parr, but he does rejoin in the lead still. It's Patricia Denning in the Evo in second. Here we go, he's got it. There's a whole gaggle of cars coming around out of Castro down onto the street for the first time. Down the outside, in towards south side, we're watching for Lipson in the little white C2, tucked up and behind Patricia Denning in the Evo. And everybody's scrabbling to get past each other. The balance and power and speed of each car. There's the R5 Fiesta, Keith Parr in front at the moment. That's a good move by Shane Mulligan in that rapid 206. He gets the Joker out of the way, gets a bit of clean air, hopefully gets some fast lap times in, pick some people off as they go off for their Joker.
Standing in the big four-wheel drive turbocharged Evo, but sniffing around right behind her now is Stephen Lipson in the little C2R2. We rave about these cars every man. There's so much fun there. It's great to watch. Shane Mulligan with the whole leg to begin to pick up his straight and run there on the way straight. He's just gone quicker through the speed up than anybody else by a considerable margin, 152 kilometres an hour.
I can visibly see it. Mulligan in the 206 was quicker even than the Fiesta R5 at the straight.
That was a good investment, that Honda engine. I hope he has told his wife she's not watching.
I'm trying to talk to Pete Dornan in a K20 in his car, but well, we'll see what happens. It's a shame not to see Pete Dornan here this weekend, obviously.
Yeah, it really is, yeah.
Problems with the car, getting it ready, but here we go. Lipson bounces into the camera. Left his Joker laptop. He's tucked up behind Mulligan.
Shaw there on a quick rotation on the exit. Very quickly, there he goes again, 152 through the speed trap.
Just built into Joker laptop. Get that second place away from Patricia, okay? Lipson actually up past the Evo as well.
Yeah,
Lipson
good
going
job.
well.
He's hanging on to Mulligan too, isn't he?
I had a chat with him yesterday. He was starting to practice yesterday, Stephen, but I did say to him, you know, you've got the pace in the corners and that little car, you might not have it in a straight line, but you get it in the
Clear almost going on there. Good shot again, but down into the south side. He went straight on, right out onto the gravel. Big armful of opposite lock. We didn't see it, but he's picked it all back up, and this will be a slow lap for the leader. There he is now, coming across Rallycross 2. Looking a little more circumspect than he was earlier, maybe after that one.
It's good to see somebody bring an R5 to the rally car class. That's the last thing I expected to see here. It's good to see.
Great balance. Yeah. Checker flag is ready. It's waved. Keep Parr, as you said, takes the win. You didn't predict that one. Who's going to be second? It's going to be Mulligan, but not by much. Lipson giving up the work over there in the last corner. She's standing next up behind them. Then it should be Peter Quigley, I think it is, all alone. There he is in the Fiesta ST.
Part of the track cleaned up, have a better run later on. Takes the checker flag and completes our first Irish Rallycross Rallycars.
It was good heat. Plenty of different cars, plenty of action in that one. Cross cars, yeah, UK cross cars. Next up, James Constantine will start on pole position with Teddy McPherson in the centre of the front row and Will Ovenden on the outside. Brad Turner all on his own on row 2. Bradley Turner very quick, we saw the last time he was here, but as the guys were saying in the interviews there on the Mondello Park pages, there's no real home advantage or to the UK drivers who have been here before. It's new to everybody, and literally the first time anybody drove it was yesterday in open practice here.
Yeah, brand new layout. It's great to see everybody on a level playing field. It's going to make some very interesting races for us. I think I see a couple of RX 150s on the back row of the grid as well, joining in. I don't have them on our start grid in front of us here. Thumbs up from our grid marshal. Watch the lights. Ready to race. Green for go.
Here, Stephen Jones and Ben Hardy, it is. They're not on our grid sheet, but they've come up on the screen there. They're 19 and 169 respectively. They're at the back of the RX 150s, very distinctive looking. As Turner tries to get right around the outside of everybody. No. And there's somebody mounting. Is that Ovenden and McPherson? I think it is. Is it?
I think that might have been, yeah, it might have been McPherson, and it's definitely Ovenden.
Nobody registering on the screen as they go across the line there for some reason, and they're still racing. I don't see red. I do see red flags now.
Yeah, red flags to get those cars off the racing line. And very easily done that in the cross cars. Obviously, open wheel, close contact. You can drive over the top of each other. Yeah, the two of them stuck on top of each other. The number 5, Will Ovenden. A couple of marshals should be able to pick that Live Life up and off the top of the Ligier. So Will Ovenden climbs out of the digger sim Ligier, and there we go. Oh, get out of gear. Down comes the Live Life of McPherson. Will just doing a bit of work. So Teddy McPherson just passing us in the tower, out of shot. Just making sure the steering's okay. On the Live Life T11. And we're watching Will Ovenden get some assistance from the track team. Great job by those guys. And I was talking to Will yesterday about this new layout at Mondello, and Will seems to like it very much.
I think it was just between himself and Teddy, just a territorial dispute. Can happen fairly easily. You're carrying a lot of speed in there, and your line isn't really dictated by you, is it? It's dictated by the way you leave Campion Corner. We've seen that from a few of the cars. If you carry a lot of speed through Campion, by the time you straighten it up, you're almost at the apex of Castrol, whereas ideally you'd want to be over to the right to try and get a late apex because it's a big long straight afterwards, but that's easy for us to say. I spot a mini cab out there, Glenn, in the middle of this one.
Yeah, this is a great fleet of retros.
Yeah, we love the retros. Great to have them back at Mondello Park.
Yeah, we'll get the MS UK cross cars lined up again later on, but it looks like we're moving on to the RX retros and super retros.
Dan Swayland on pole position in the Kent Movers Racing. Beautiful bubble arched Mark 1 with the big back wing. Then, of course, Ian Biaggi in the Mini, and Minis were a huge part of Rallycross in the 70s and 80s. And I used to love watching them on television at Liddon Hill. And, of course, the same with that Pat Duran car, which has a great history. It's ex-Tommy Graham, but before that it's Con Carey's Zack Speed Escort that was rebuilt. So it used to have a big, massive back wing on it back in the day. It was modelled after the John Welch and Martin. How do you pronounce it? Shanker.
Well, I say Shanker.
Shanker, like there's an R on the end of it. Everyone's got a different pronunciation of his name. Shanker, yeah. And then, of course, the John Wood car, beautiful replica of the famous John Welch Rallycross car that won the British Rallycross Grand Prix famously on live on telly. Or it wasn't live, but it was on telly at the time. Still on YouTube if you want to watch it. That's he came over here. STP PR Riley's were a big sponsor of Irish Motorsport. They were the STP agents in Ireland, and they brought him over here to do an event, and it was absolutely massive. And I remember when he went, it was really dusty, like big long gravel sections, and the Irish guys let him carry, in fact, in the car that. But as soon as they got onto gravel at high speed, the four-wheel drive, the X-Track four-wheel drive, just drove by them all. But it makes great telly. I think that's also on YouTube, you know. But yeah, he brought it over here. It was really, really impressive. It's the first time we'd seen a supercar in Ireland at the time, four-wheel drive.
Yeah, back then it was revolutionary times. Obviously, some people were running the Audi Quattros, but John Welsh opting to the X-Track G3 Escort.
Tony Lynch alongside him. Geriatric Racing, he is now on Facebook.
Geriatric Racing in the 205, but look at the MV Ever Given of Emery, the big Volvo, coming down the outside.
I hope he doesn't spin it and block the canal. We'll get no petrol at the pumps for 6 months again. Off goes Duran on the outside. Way over committed through Campion Corner. Cuts a little bit of Mondello Park grass, but gets back on it somehow, Glenn. Still leads.
Yep, he's flying.
He's
away in the straight line. Yep.
The Volvo starting to pick up its skirts in second place. Somebody coming up very quickly on the inside.
That's Davy Crockett in the Chevette. It's great to see Davy back out. We had a chat with him last night, and he is so excited to get out and racing again today.
Yeah, it looks fantastic, doesn't it? In the black livery, yeah.
Yeah, a hint back to the Austin McHale Extravision Manta.
Yes, it is. It's not unlike that. Yeah, it's moving around a lot underneath him as well. Here's our favourite, one of our favourites, isn't it? The Castrol liveried Volvo. Another car, those 242 Volvos were famous in Rallycross. Right, the Kenny McKinstry campaign won in Ireland. Oh, it's almost like he can hear us. I'll throw it sideways for the commentary team. Not too sideways now. We don't want the track blocked.
No. Well, he can just block it for everyone else and hold his place.
Yeah.
Oh, sideways. Oh, look in the background. John Wood, full sideways, coming around Campion in the ST. Oh, he's went off. He's problems. There's something wrong with the G3 Escort. He's in the gravel at Castrol.
He is. Off into the kiddie litter. Well raked this week, that kiddie litter, so it did its job well. Duran easing away, but not by much. Emery had him down to just 1 second, 1.014 second. That's our man. So Emery's got plenty of pace. He's fine, he's out of the car, but that might give us a red flag because that's kind of in the firing line, Glenn, isn't it?
Yeah, especially it's right in the firing line as you come around Campion and you're on the brakes.
You can't park there, mate.
Not at all.
No, so let's see what happens.
There's a taxi cab coming around here, can give him a lift back to the paddock.
Oh, now we're getting going. It's only day one. It's only day one. Great to see these iconic cars back at Mondello Park, and for a lot of people they bring back great memories, you know, Box Arch Escort. Oh, around goes the Chevette. That's just as we said, and that's why we said the other cars in the firing line, but there's no shortage of commitment from these drivers. Cars might be a little bit older, but they're worth a lot of money, but they wring their necks, as you can see. Now Duran getting the head down here. No red flag as yet.
Gonna run it under a heavy yellow by the looks of it, Leo.
Looks like it, yeah.
And talking to Pat Duran last night, he said himself and the boy, Liam, been working hard on this car to get it suited to Pat's driving style, and it's definitely the work's paying off, boys, because Pat is leading this one quite comfortably from Stuart Emery, and Stuart was very fast in practice this morning. He was faster than all the Irish modifieds in the Volvo.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pat a little bit less committed there and keeping it on the black stuff, but the Volvo still looming large. There's not much difference in terms of pace between these two. And the Chevette not too far away, considering he's had a rotation, so I suspect we'll get some good racing from the retro and super retro class as the weekend progresses. I won't do my Pat Duran impersonation just yet. I might leave that till tomorrow as they head up towards
leave that to the bar.
Oh, yeah, could have happened, yeah. As they head up towards Southside Motor Factory's corner, and the Volvo almost lifting an inside front wheel there. Stuart just really commits and gets on the power down the hill. Always great to watch. The Duo Escort. Look how soft that car is. It squats when he gets on the power and it dips when he gets on the brakes, almost like a buggy. Set up very softly, the Mark II Escort, but obviously works very well.
Yeah, driving the tyres into the contact points on the track to get as much traction as possible, and it's working for him out front.
Here they come through Campion now, down towards Castrol. Emery gets on the power again and just slides the back of the Volvo out. Checkered flags prepared and waved. And Pat Duran takes the win. And the beautiful box arch Mark II Escort from Stuart Emery and the iconic Castrol Volvo 242. Then Davy Crockett in the Chevette HSR. And Dan Swayland going nicely towards the end of the Escort Mark I.
Here comes the screaming six-cylinder of Vince Bristow. Across the line to take 5th place from Alan Tapscott. Tapscott usually a lot faster, usually hassling Pat Duran and Stuart Emery. Maybe something not right with the Tapscott Escort, and here comes Tony Lynch in the 205. Tony obviously campaigned in modifieds back in a Ford Ka, ex-Ben Power Ford Ka, and it was a very multiple championships in that car. Lucas Oil's sponsored car. It was great to see that car back in the day here at Mondello.
Was that the same car that arrived over here with Singleton?
That's the same car.
Yeah, that's a very impressive bit of kit, isn't it?
Engine literally hanging out the front end of it.
Yeah. It was so quick, that car, yeah. It always looked like, when you're looking at the paddock, it didn't look like it would handle it. It looked like a torque steer and be front heavy, but it was so quick.
I remember the first time seeing it here with Ben Power at the wheel. He would break into a corner and the back wheels would lift. It was the hole in the hedge. You would be going down to the hole in the hedge braking. You could nearly see the back wheels lifting off
Full
the ground.
space frame, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where it went. It was for sale for a long time here, and I believe a good deal at being offered, but I know it was sold. Dale Singleton sold it, but I'm not sure where it went. So the snatch unit being sent back in there to tow that car out. Gravel doing its job well.
Great job by the track team. I seen them last night preparing and raking the gravel.
Modern historic Escort rally spares. And Race Receiver UK. Good coverage for the sponsors there while he's parked in the kiddie litter.
Not good for the times though.
No, a bit of pace. We'll see him later on, I'm sure, over the weekend.
Yeah, he seemed to have a good turn of pace at Lyddon in the British Championship round 1 recently. It's going very well there, just maybe warming up to this unfamiliar layout at Mondello Park.
There we are, Escort removed from the gravel and under its own power by the look of it. The rope has gone a little bit loose there, has it? Maybe not. We might tow that all the way back in. I'm sure there won't be any problems.
Yeah, quite strange. He got way out of shape as he came in through Campion and then just couldn't get it gathered up and ended up in the kiddie litter.
Easy done.
Castrol. Hopefully the car's okay.
if you are on site, actually, you can walk down to Castle Corner, right round Castle Corner, up onto the bank, and you can get to the apex of Campion. And they'll be really impressive going through there. Be a good place to watch.
Great drone shot here.
Drone shot super of the
See
grid,
the grid.
as always, yeah.
And this just shows us how wide the track is down by the hole in the hedge. And this is going to be the restart of our MS UK cross cars. And everyone lining up on the grid again. Obviously James Constantine in the pole, Teddy McPherson, the grey Live Life in the middle. Oh, we see the track team out. There might be a bit of oil. Could have been a transmission issue with the John Wood G3 Escort.
Marshall's just clearing up a little bit of lubricant or fluid of some type there. Great shot. The drone gone down a bit lower now and getting the side shot of the grid. Glenn's just pointing out some of the comments there on YouTube. Plasterman85, if I'd known about this, I would have gone to it today. Sure, come on down. It's on tomorrow again, Plasterman85. You can come down tomorrow. There's no problem there. Ken McGrath, Stephen, best of luck to Stephen Lipset, watching from home. Unfortunately, the other C2R2. That makes it sound like he's sitting in his car watching it on his phone, doesn't it? Donna Emery. Donna was great last year. She's saying you gotta love the Volvo. We absolutely do love the Volvo, yeah. So great stuff. Great to see a little bit of interaction on Facebook there. So if you want to have a look at the timing, you can see that on timing.ie. Live timing on that, and live stream on Facebook and YouTube for both Five Nations and Mondello Park. So the drone giving us a great shot at Campion Corner there. What's that car? That looks like a 125 124 Abarth, is it? Parked in somebody's parked at Campion Corner. That was a huge spectator spot here. That was a great spectator spot back in the 70s and 80s. Turn 2. We used to be sponsored by BOAC Airlines, so a lot of people still call it BOAC. Can you get through BOAC flat? Is what people would say in the paddock. BOAC. It's now Campion Corner. It's named after the late John Campion, an Irish expat who lived in America, heavily invested in some Irish drivers, and he also left Mondello Park, his Bubble Arch Mark 1 Escort Team Ireland car, which is in the museum. But he supported Craig Breen, James Rowe, Nicole Drought, loads of drivers. He was a great guy. Unfortunately, passed away a few years ago. So a little bit of a delay here now. The buggy's just still waiting down there until everything is put right. There's quite a lot of fluid down there, actually, at the between Campion Corner and Castrol. And as we were talking about earlier, Glenn, it's a lot of commitment through there. It's very quick. If we watch like Thomas McManus and some of the others going through there, they have the car right on the limit of adhesion, and you just don't want any fluids there. So the marshals will not leave there until they're happy that it's all been dried up. They use a special solution. We say it's cement dust, but it's not. It's a motor racing invented. How do you say it's made for cleaning up fluids on tarmac. And they throw it down at it sticks, and they leave it a minute to dry, and they brush it off. Sometimes brush it off, sometimes leave it there. So that's what is taking the time. So apologies for that if you're watching. Glenn, any amusing stories for people while we're waiting?
Just observing something, Leo. During practice, our view of the track, obviously we're elevated up here, we can see the lines that people take. There was somebody who was dropping fluid in practice, and I'm now starting to think maybe was it the STP Escort? I see he's dropped a lot of fluid in that run, and obviously something's let go. So could be a story to tell there.
An STP is an oil treatment, isn't it? It'd be extra slippery. It'd be like something out of a Bugs Bunny cartoon if he was pouring it out on the track. It's like something like would come out of the back of Batman's car. Are you suggesting he did it on purpose, Glenn? You need to be very careful.
Hope not.
No, absolutely not. Yeah, maybe. So actually, I thought he drove out under his own power, but he was towed out. So maybe there's a big problem there.
Definitely, and the amount of oil or something that's went down on track is a telltale.
It is. Let's hope they can get that sorted, because it's a long trip to come over here for the drivers to have a problem like that. We really don't want any of the UK drivers hitting problems this weekend, so early in the weekend as well. But the marshals doing a great job, as they always do, cleaning up down there. Know exactly what they're doing.
Does that put the percentage of gravel up then for our layout, or?
Yeah. Does. Still just about eligible to be a rallycross track. Well, there'll certainly be clouds of dust when they come through for the first time, but that is normal enough.
Lee Lannon in our live stream chat. Great racing, great commentary, lads. Thank you very much, Lee. And Alex M. Star, loving it, guys. Great commentary too.
Well, the racing gets going, you'll hear some proper commentary. This is just banter. We're furiously trying to fill the gap here.
Irish
tell some stories. So, Glenn, anyway, you brought a tent down and you're staying down outside Castrol Corner, and so anyone's looking for you in the middle of the night, that's where you're going to be, is it?
Don't be, they'll all land down. Just bring birthday cakes and
yeah, we will.
A couple of ciders maybe or something. That's it. Yeah, no, we decided to bring the tent, seeing the good weather coming down for the crack, birthday weekend. What's better?
I'm lucky enough that I've an oldish, but a camper van. I love it, you know. And when you said you were sleeping in a tent, I was going, oh no. And then you sent me a clip, and I was going, looks like my house. It's massive. It's got a kitchen and rooms and a garden and chairs and a kitchen.
You know, if you take all the stuff out of it, the rooms out of it, you could literally use it as a garage.
Don't tell anyone that. There'll be a car in it in 15 minutes.
I've already offered it to people. I just love the sport. Anybody's in trouble, we'll lend a hand.
Absolutely. So a lot of stuff in the paddock being lined up to come out. It's a little bit, I wouldn't say difficult, but there's some routines to get out on the track now. It's not quite as easy to get to the start line as it used to be. You used to wait to be released and head down towards the old turn 3 at the very top of your screen. Now they obviously come round there the wrong way round and back up.
They start very like the drifting.
Exactly.
Start out at the same point and head down to the same corner, you know. So maybe we'll see some initiations and some dooring and
maybe qualifying,
some pointy runs.
We've had a few drifters out in Rallycross before, and they were really quick. We had
claim to fame. I drove with James Dean and Dave Egan.
That's who it was.
In Fiesta Z-Tax.
Yeah, they were both quick.
Yeah, they were. James was quick.
James was very quick. And then we had Brian McCormack, 111, the motorbike racer, and he won all 3 heats in his first time ever in Rallycross here. He made a bad start in the final, but he won all 3 heats. First time out. Very impressive stuff.
Can adapt quickly. A lot of people can adapt quickly. Here we go, but MS UK Cross Cars ready to race. Light is on. Let's get a clean run, boys. This time they're away. And it looks like James Constantine's going to have it done. He does. He moves to the middle of the road into Campion Corner, and Will Ovenden, the dust flies. It's a bit slippy there now. They're teetering on the edge of the track.
Oh, I thought they were going to do it again. No, they stay apart. Opposite lock from the apex onwards, then they get straightened up. And that is Bradley Turner on the outside, up to second place already by the look of it. If he can close the door here, Brad does. Just beautifully moves across to the inside. Somebody has to go around the outside, locking up. That's 119. It's Teddy McPherson and gets it done. Does he possibly? No, Brad keeps the foot in. That sends Teddy wide. Opposite lock, and doesn't back out of it, but still manages to hang on in third place. They all had to go in the lead briefly there, I think, on the run up to that corner. They split for the Joker. Bradley Turner says, I'm out of here, too much traffic for me. And he wants to get the head down, get a clear lap. I suspect they're all on pretty similar pace, Glenn.
Oh, goodness me. McPherson very wide there, and the brakes into the hole in the hedge. It looks like a clean run through the Joker lap from those three, though.
RX 150's hanging on there, too.
It's Constantine from McPherson. Look how close Brad Turner and Will Ovenden are already. But we know how fast these cross cars are, and that could just be an illusion of a slightly faster Joker lap. Oh, it's a big lock up, and Constantine's wide in the lead.
That's McPherson's second lap in a row. He's locked the fronts. If he's got adjustable brakes, and I'm sure they have, it probably needs a turn to the back there, Teddy, if you're watching the live stream on board. Yeah, he's locking fronts very bad. He's very committed on the brakes up there, but certainly front's locking up.
Yeah, maybe thinks he's quicker than Constantine. He goes to the Joker, but he's going to have to watch. He might have lost enough time here, and it might be Brad Turner. He's very wide on the Joker.
There's like a clipping point on the outside there.
Oh, my
good
goodness.
Car control, but very, very wide.
He nearly
didn't get to the apex.
Smashed that clipping point.
Yeah.
They fly through the dust. Round Castrol. Beautiful car control from Will Ovenden. In the Digger Sim, Ligier, the red and yellow, looks a bit like a little Tykes car. Comes up across the finish line. But Constantine in the lead from Brad Turner, Will Ovenden, and McPherson back in fourth place with an RX 150 hassling him. That's Stephen Jones. Very fast in the straight line, the RX 150s. Obviously wide wheels on them too. Will have good traction, but they are a bit heavier. And our leader, Constantine, goes to the Joker, and it's going to be Brad Turner inherits the lead, and Will Ovenden up to second place. And Constantine comes back out in front of McPherson. McPherson says, get out of the way, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm sick of looking at the back of you.
You're weaving around there, both of them. You can tell exactly what the drivers are doing to these buggies.
McPherson's at it again in the same place.
Well, that buggy in front just slowed or stopped. It just lost drive. In fact, you could see the front of it bouncing twice. Was that a missed gear or something, Glenn, or a false neutral, as they say in bike terminology? Something happened there. That wasn't intentional by anybody, yeah.
If you're changing gears mid-corner, maybe not enough throttle. Oh, McPherson's done it again. He just touches the wall. That's south side. That's a shame.
Yeah, his brakes I don't think are quite right. He's driving really well, but I think they need just a little bit of work on the balance maybe. It just wouldn't stop from there that time.
But Brad Turner out front. Ovenden keeping the pressure on. This is a good scrap here. Let's see what Ovenden can do as they enter Campion.
Plenty of body roll and the big dip, and it's dipping twice. Is that another gear change down, or is it just stabbing the throttle that early in the corner, Glenn? You've driven them, have you?
I've driven them, yeah. It's all down to the... There we go, checkered flag. Brad Turner is the winner. Will Ovenden second, and it's the RX 150. Stephen Jones third.
Great driver, Brad Turner there.
James Constantine survives an assault from Teddy McPherson to take fourth. And Ben Hardy in the pink RX 150. We didn't see much of Ben in that race, but he gets home in fifth. And unfortunately, no sign of Teddy McPherson. Maybe taking on board what you were saying and heads back to the pits to get the brakes checked.
Lee Lannon wants to know, what's both of your best memories in Rallycross at Mondello, Glenn?
That's a hard one. Go you first.
Oh, the day I took on Dermot Carnegie. No, not really. Well, half. We were racing Fiat Ritmos. There was one mate class 5A, and myself and Johnny Whelan were double driving, and there weren't enough for us to go for 2 full heats of Ritmos, so they split and put me in with the Supercars. So it was me, Carnegie, and John Maloney in a heat, 2 6R4s and a Ritmo, and it was wet, and it was really hard to get the Ritmo off the line, so I wasn't even looking up. I was watching the rev counter. Got a reasonable start, and when I grabbed second and looked up, they were gone. And then last lap going around thinking this is a clean run, they're coming to lap me. And I briefly thought I was going to have to block them to try and get a good lap time, but they didn't quite catch me. But that's probably one of my best ones, yeah.
That's a great memory.
It's not what I've told too many times, but yeah. Long time ago.
I don't know. I'm still thinking. I think I remember a final where George Tracy had a 6R4. He was on fire. The car was on fire, and he was coming around. I can't remember if he won the super final, but that was a great memory. But ultimately, I think it has to be when the Iversons came here, and I first came here in 1997.
And the who?
The Iversons.
Oh, the Iversons.
Yeah,
right.
Jan Arthur and Martin Iverson.
Oh, the drone is here. Paul, you're live on the drone there. Paul Grogan from timing.ie is here as well. We look like we're doing nothing, but we're actually very, very busy in here working really hard.
Do you like my Kenneth Hansen Citroen?
You can see it, yeah.
See that? Yeah, that's good.
Paul from timing.ie. Paul, what's your best rallycross memory while you're up here? Come on over here. People are asking us on the stream there.
Finishing second overall in the championship in 08. Yeah, it was great. Yeah.
Good stuff. But that's a better answer than both of us anyway.
Thanks for shaming us, Paul.
Yeah, thanks. We won't be asking Paul again. Best answer of the day. Yeah. Paul drove one of the Bunclody Motorsport Subaru Imprezas for a season here in Mondello, yeah.
Brilliant.
So yeah, great stuff. So getting ready to go. Thomas Kerwin is watching while doing the results at the production car trial in the Curragh. That's the Kildare Motor Club. We've done a couple of events with the Kildare Motor Club lately. They've doing a couple of mud plugs, and they do some karting, I think, as well. And they're doing production car trials that started again. It's supposed to be great fun. Haven't done one yet, but I will do. We might have to get you out in something like that, Glenn.
I've done a bit of auto testing in that, Leo.
You did.
So
You were handy at auto testing. I saw that. Yeah.
There's a lot of people were a bit confused when I would turn up to an auto test and I already knew the layout. Literally step out of the car at the event and walk the test. I knew it straight away. I had it memorised, but little did they know I was on the sim the night before and had the layout all laid out. COVID times, they emailed you contactless. So they emailed you the layouts. I had it built on the sim and was able to practice it on the sim. And
auto test?
Auto test. Yeah.
So you've just ruined the whole auto testing discipline now.
Unbelievable.
Everybody will need a sim to go auto testing.
Everybody has to utilise the sim.
Yeah, they were great during COVID. They stopped a lot of people going mad. Yeah. We've a bank of them here, actually, the ex-Digital Motorsport sims. Mondello have them here in the simulator suite. We use them for corporates and stuff like that, but you can actually book and come down and use them. But they're very handy if you're going away to race somewhere, to a UK circuit. Just you hit the ground running. They're not 100% the same as the circuit, but they certainly, every bump and every bit of the layout you'll learn.
Definitely.
So they're fantastic.
Bit of muscle memory too.
Yeah. So great drone shot now of the buggy, still getting ready to go. A lot of anticipation. They've been on the grid a long time, but Paul was just up here to explain to us that if there's a red flag, the next heat will be pulled forward because of the way that they have to bring them back around. They'll circle the cars that were stopped back, so you'll just go back one heat, which is what's just happened here.
Yep. Ready to race. Light is on. Ryan Dugan in the seat. Oh, we've got somebody with an engine blow up on the line. That's a Kazmat. I think that might have been.
I think they might be able to put. That's not actually on the track, isn't it? Because they only joined the track. Yeah, that's okay. They can push that off without affecting the race.
That's McGaffin. It is, but it's the we're getting a great battle here. Oh, McMullen's up the back of the yak car. Up they come.
Their screen is not updating here at all for some reason.
It's Matthew McGaffin in the orange MV out front from Ryan Dugan in the C-Mog, and that's Liam McMullen in the speed car Wonder R, the pink machine in third place. Stuffs it down the inside. With Paul Nolan in the yak car. They fly across. Oh, Dugan runs a bit wide, but he gets it gathered up, and it's going to allow McMullen to try and get the switch back as they head down towards Campion, but he can't get it done.
Yeah, Duggan very quick, but a little bit wide. Left the door wide open for everybody here at the last time around. He's done it again, yeah.
What a move by McMullen. He comes around the outside of Campion to get the inside for Castrol, and he's up to second place and in chase of our leader. Matthew McGaffin is out front. He's broke away. And the only person on our screen showing has done their Joker lap at the moment is Paul Nolan in the background in the yak car, the white yak car, with the purple flashes. And McMullen under a bit of pressure here from Dugan. Great drone shot as they come across Rallycross 2 into the hole in the hedge. Pitch it left, accelerate away down towards Campion.
You've ruined it, Glenn. If Mick Keogh on there said that's a great idea. Genius sim for auto testing. Every auto tester in the country is going to have to buy a sim now.
Yeah, a game called Live for Speed was the thing. You can lay out cones and posts and stuff like that. It was very good, very good. But to the action, here we go. Southside Motor Factors, McMullen under pressure from Dugan. Second and third place here on our screens coming down. Rallycross 1 as it's now known in the anti-clockwise route. McMullen with a bag of opposite luck as he comes across Nordic Spirit, and they both head out towards the Joker lap. We are on, I think we've got another lap to go, but everybody went for their Joker. I thought maybe somebody would have split the strategy. In the front of the C-Mog of Dugan picks up as they head down towards Campion. The dust flies. McMullen in that pink Speed Car Wonder R, a wonderful machine they are. One of the newest shots. Oh, an engine blow up for Dugan in the background. This is a disaster for the cross car boys.
Onto the grass.
And for the track team.
Just maybe pull onto the grass, might stop the, oh yeah, we can look down, there's a big stripe on the main straight there of fluid of some sort, but no sign of him pulling off. He's just going to stop on the track, I think.
Yeah, we might need to have
he is, just going to get out, yeah.
Ready to go with fire extinguishers. We'll keep an eye on that, but on screen we have Andrew McGaffin, our leader in the MV, coming round. Campion towards Castrol. This is going to be a checkered flag here.
Checkered flag and red flag or something, because it's definitely, I don't know why he hasn't just driven it over to the bank there, Glenn. Just got out of it on the main straight.
We're going yellow here. Checkered flag.
See it here on the left of your screen. There you go.
McMullen comes home second. We need to keep an eye on that. Maybe a marshal's coming down. I see marshals coming with fire extinguishers.
Yeah, the snatch unit will be out there pretty quickly as well. Checkered flag was out quick enough, so the cars won't be going by again. There's one more still to finish. Indeed there is. Yellow flag and checkered flag together.
And no Joker lap. Well, no, it's been reinstated. I was going to say it's showing Liam McMullen no Joker lap, but we definitely seen him in the Joker lap. That's a bit strange.
It's two engines gone in the same. Oh, is that from sitting around?
Very strange. Usually these motorbike engines are very reliable, but quite a strange occurrence to have two go in one race.
It is.
I don't know if that's a stream of something running out or if it's a rod hanging out the bottom of the back of it, but it's a shame for Ryan Dugan anyway.
Yeah, at the front, odd, isn't it? That white, yeah. A little bit of fluid under it, yeah. Here's JR. JR's done it all before. He knows where the hook is on every car in the paddock. He's just, he's a great asset here. He gets everything towed off the track pretty quickly. I think that's Babs driving and JR on ops today. So back in. Dugan and that car will be pulled clear.
JR's usually looking for wheels pointing different directions so he can jump the telehandler.
Yeah. There we are, already underway. That'll be brought straight back to the paddock. Let's hope they can fix that. The two buggies that gave trouble. We don't want to see anybody getting hit in trouble this early in the weekend. Well, at all over the weekend actually, but.
Yeah, great fleet of cross car runners in the paddock. Who knows? Hopefully they can all jump on and help those two boys with engine failures and see if they can get them back out for us.
The drone just following the snatch unit back down the hill. A lot of resurfacing work done at Mondello Park lately, and the track in great condition. A lot of lap records been broken in the ICCR races. There we are, yeah. Just a lot of fluid left on the main straight again. Could have been avoided, Glenn, if he's just put my thumb. Maybe he wasn't aware, because most drivers straight away will pull off onto the grass, but pretty much the length of the grid there. So a little bit of work for the marshals to do once again.
Yeah, and just Russell reminded me there that an engine change after practice for Kevin Sharkey as well. So there's been 3 cross-car engine failures this weekend, which is unheard of.
So Marshall getting it all done. Probably needs a little bit more magic dust as he heads back down. The main straight, recently renamed the Bahrain Straight after Martin Bahrain, the man who saved the track when it was closed down back in 1984, and invested heavily in the circuit, putting on the international loop, the tower that Glenn and myself are in now, the corporate suites, the garages, and plenty more. Attracted some FIA events. We lost Martin, unfortunately, in 2019, but if he was still around, he would be very, very happy to see the FIA European Rallycross event coming to Mondello Park in July. That's going to be absolutely massive event here. There's all sorts of plans for that. Pauline's in the room, so I can't tell you any of them. So, but there will be a fan zone, I'm told, and plenty of other stuff that you would see at European events down here. That'll be outside the paddock. There'll be a lot of attractions outside the paddock, down outside Turn 1, Castrol Corner, because it's going to be a very, very busy event, and the whole paddock will be taken up with cars, visiting cars. We are getting ready to go. Thumbs in the air. The reason they do that in Rallycross, of course, is to make sure that all the drivers are okay, as opposed to one of them having to put his hand up and wave. So just to make sure all cars are running and ready to go. We don't have anybody stalling or stopped or...
Yeah, green light, away we go. And that was Ross Wasson on the pole in the orange speed car, but it looks like it's going to be Paul Brogan in the very fast MV, the black and the luminous yellow flashes. It is Paul Brogan who leads as they come around Castrol, with Ross Wasson in second place. He's come across from Wales just last night. Let's see who we've got. We've got a couple of white... Oh, Yakar down the inside.
Yeah,
Kieran Green
taking 2 places. That's more like Kieran Green. I raced karts with Kieran now. It's not today or yesterday, but he raced Group N Saloons and was really quick and hasn't done anything for years. Bought this buggy and has been a little bit tentative in it, to be honest with you. But I've been waiting for the day when he starts going quick in it, because he was always very technically minded and it was always quick, and this could be that day, because he just did 2 of them on the brakes there down into Southside Motor Factory's corner, and he's going really nicely here. In fact, closing down on Wasson now, I think.
Yeah, definitely right up under the spoiler of Wasson there as they came out of the hole in the hedge. But Wasson has a bit of a gap built as they come around. Castrol onto the straight. And Paul Brogan is up and running. He's out of shot already. There he is. He's already up at Southside, turning in. Looks like we have Alex Loftus with us in another speed car wonder, the black one near the back. He's already done his Joker lap with Paul McCarthy. CMOG Bravo. That's Wasson coming through. Nordic Spirit. He opts to keep on the main lap. Kieran Greenan behind him. And that's Kevin Sharkey in the left of shot, really closing in on the back of Greenan in the Speedcar Ireland UK Speedcar Wonder, number 420. Very similar colour to Paul Brogan's.
It is very similar, yeah. Commentator's nightmare. Whoa!
Oh!
Commentator's curse.
Commentator's curse. Kevin, keep it together.
Yeah.
All that hard work put in last night to put a new engine in that.
Greenan gets a great exit though and gets a couple of lengths clear, and there's not much in it then in the straight line, is there, as they go under the Alfa Romeo bridge and up towards Southside Motor Factories.
Yeah, similar spec MT09 engines in these 2 FIA cross cars. But the Sharkey speed car looks a little bit more settled in the corners. And here is our leader, Paul Brogan, in the Joker lap, and he is a country mile ahead. Wasson going well in second place in the Dino Rod orange, and that's Loftus in the black speed car with the white flashes in the red. And they're all ganging up behind Greenan here. This could be a scrap. Hopefully they don't drive over the top of each other, Leo.
No, he carries the speed through there nicely and gets out nicely, Green. Last lap, he'd be doing well to hang on, though. He's under big pressure here, isn't he? He's confident, though. He's not over-defending. Couldn't lighten the brakes here. They're not going to get him there. He might get to the line in this one in third. A little bit wide on the way, but you actually need to be a little bit wide there. Don't just start moving across to the right to get a good line through that gap to get back down onto Rallycross 3 and down the hill to Nordic Spirit corner. Great drone shots again from above. That's Brogan drifting his way down towards Campion corner for the last time.
Yeah, beautiful car control from Brogan out front. He's built a massive gap, showing a real turn of pace here today. Comes blasting up towards the checkered flag, and it's a win for Paul Brogan.
Dominant win for Brogan there, miles ahead of anyone else. Oh, and just one of them has slipped by on the last lap, out of our shot, so that's Greenan back in place.
Yeah, Wasson takes second place.
Loft as it was down the inside, so it puts Greenan back to fourth, but Greenan really getting on the pace. He's been kind of towards the back in the last couple of rallycrosses, not so much today. Somebody else there, Citroen C2R2, saying those engine failures could be down to the very long straight. Well, as they used to say on telly, it's good, but it's not right, because they do track days here, and they not only do they tackle that main straight many times, they tackle the longer straight right at the back, and they also do RSA events on the same track.
Very good point. Yeah. They've been doing RSA events recently at a disused airfield, with some very fast sections, and we haven't had any real engine failures there, so it is quite alien that this is happening today here at Mondello Park. But we have a race already. Green and go. It is the juniors, and it looks like Phoebe Cake has got the lead
from Ethan Hooker.
Yep,
just two in this one, but you only need two for a race, Glenn.
You're right.
Okay, they come down towards Castrol corner. Castrol, iconic name at Mondello. Of course, they had corners here back in the 70s and 80s. Great to have them back here. They're really proactive now with their business in Ireland through the Serta group. Down the main straight now, the Bahrain straight. You can see the buggies dip when they get on the brakes. There you go. They're not quite as soft as the other buggies, perhaps, although they are. They're just very late on the brakes. So Ethan Hooker from Phoebe Cake, nothing in it as they go by. Yeah, Cake on the Joker lap now. Hard on the brakes. New tarmac down the inside and around she goes.
Rotation.
Nice recovery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we dip the clutch. Could have done a full 360.
Yeah.
Away she goes. Obviously a lot less powerful, these junior MS UK cross cars. You can hear a slightly different engine tone. They do utilise, from as far as I know, they use a Yamaha engine with less CCs. And Ethan Hooker will have a nice lead after that mistake from Phoebe Cake as she exited the Joker. But let's see what sort of lap time she can put in and try and close the gap down to Ethan ahead.
We just had the video there. The guy's trying to fan the smoke out of the grandstand from the engine blow up there. So, yeah, plenty of action, plenty of excitement at Mondello Park today.
I think if everybody starts a Mexican wave in the stands, they might get the...
I thought there was a Mexican wave starting, but it was just one guy getting up to go to the toilet there, I think, Glenn. Yeah, there's a lot of people here, but they're not on the grandstand. There's a lot of people around the paddock, and a lot of people taking a chance to have a look around the other parts of the track. As we said, if you get a chance, go down to the outside. When you come in the main gate, just get out of your car and go, well, park it first, preferably, and then just go straight up to Southside Motor Factory's corner. You'll see the speed of the buggies and the supercars coming towards you. It's really is impressive to watch. And the fact that there's a kink right just before the left-hand corner, Glenn, means they've got to square it up to keep the car steady, keep it square, all four paws on the ground, for want of a better word. It makes it quite difficult to approach that corner.
Yeah, it is, but at the same time, it's the ultimate two corners for a Scandinavian flick. If you have the right momentum, you can weight transfer basically right at the right time and get it turned in, and get the car rotated. The
Kalini flick, Matt Feeney used to call it when he was commentating, and Dermot Carnegie was dominating here. The Kalini flick, yeah. There's always different approaches to that corner from supercar drivers. Phoebe Cake still going nicely. That spin has just separated these two, and as we said, we only had two in that race. These are junior cross cars, so just two competitors out in these, and I'd say they would have been close together, but a quick spin, of course, will always separate them.
Yeah,
moving on to heat 2 after this one, Glenn, already.
Yeah, we're there already. The day's flying through.
Must be nearly Sunday evening.
No.
Not just yet. Not just yet.
Nope, not yet. More Rallycross, please.
Pete Dornan, wish I was there.
Yeah, Pete Dornan. Say, unfortunately not the same here, but here we go. Checker flag is out. It's going to be Ethan Hooker in the TN5. And Phoebe tries she might. Couldn't make up for that mistake. And takes the checkered flag.
So there we go. We're back to Supercars next up. And 727, the People's Champion, Tommy Graham. Thomas Joseph will start on pole position. There he is, car immaculate as ever. Always running 727. Local man to us here, sand and gravel merchant. He's raced in Mondello Park since before Mondello Park opened almost. He's a Mondello Park stalwart. He's also got great history in rallying. And in oval racing as well, Tommy Graham. But he always comes back to Rallycross. He absolutely loves it. He's been very successful in it. Oh, somebody being towed away, that's a shame. It's not the Citroen, is it?
I thought JR was going to go for a Supercar start in the snatch vehicle. He's a bit too far forward.
It's a buggy that's still there from the last time. Okay. I thought there was another car. We were missing Barry Morris and we are missing Derek Job from this one. Now, Derek Job's car has been worked on feverishly in the paddock this morning. Derek Job, another man, huge history in Rallycross escorts and onto Supercars then. Box Arch escort years ago.
And rallying.
Yeah,
a lot of Irish rallying done by Derek Job as well.
There's the buggy being removed as we get ready to go with Supercars. It's Tommy Graham on pole position. Julian Godfrey, famed engine builder, but also a very, very quick supercar driver. Tristan Ovenden, always immaculate, as is the car. And then George Tracy Jr. in the iconic Citroen C4. Looks absolutely fantastic, but it's given a bit of bother today, isn't it? I saw, you've got the Citroen C4 top on. Yeah, we got the throne down. You could have done a twirl there. I saw them with a laptop plugged into it. I thought it might have to be a desktop for the car being that old, but it's not that old. It's just compared to the modern machinery.
I heard we need a Commodore 64.
Yeah, no, a BBC or an Amiga or something like that. Yeah, absolutely. So they were fiddling away with it there earlier on, but there are obviously some issues. It's not quite as quick as these more modern cars just yet. Maybe they'll be able to get it sorted because young George well able to pedal as well. So 4 Supercars getting ready to go, Glenn.
Ready to race. Let's see what Tommy Graham can do. Oh, great start by Ovenden. It was a great reaction from Ovenden, but the other two have got it done. It looks like it's going to be Tommy Graham, but it's going to be the bravest one round the outside. He'll have the inside, and Graham pushes his way across the track in front of Godfrey. And he has the lead as he's run wide, but he's run very wide. Tommy Graham is kicking up the gravel that he's probably put there. Oh, he nearly collects Godfrey as he comes across the track, but it is Godfrey with the lead as they come up the straight from Ovenden and Tommy Graham.
Yeah, Tommy, it was a really good start, but just a little bit overcommitted and very understeery there again. Back kicks out the tail eventually, using all the, just a little bit unsettled Tommy, but I'm sure he'll get the head down. We know how quick Tommy is around here.
Yeah, a bit uncharacteristic from Tommy. Practice yesterday was absolutely glorious to watch around here, and this new layout, and really adapted to it so fast. So maybe just getting in his own head, maybe getting a bit too excited at the start of this one.
Oh, great run through Campion from Ovenden that time, very quick in the Goody demolition car. It's carried more speed than the leader certainly through there. Maybe a little bit of understeer killed that though at the apex of Castrol. He had a lot of lock on, didn't he? Just there.
Yeah, it looks like Tommy Graham decided to get his joker lap out of the way. He can keep the head down now and try and reel back in, these two ahead.
Yeah, the lap times will be interesting here as Godfrey comes down the hill. Distinctive car, Union Jack on the roof, very easy to spot. Goody demolition car being thrown around a bit more now by Ovenden.
Good decision from the spotter for Tristan Ovenden to head in, because they know that Tommy Graham will be coming behind him, will be pushing on, but he gets the job done. He's out front.
Well ahead, yeah.
Godfrey going very well out here. Let's see what Tristan Ovenden can do with some clean air, and we'll watch the times.
That was interesting with Tommy Graham. Perfect line through there, but you could see him trail braking right to the apex. See that, Glenn? The front of the car still dipped and only lifted as he got right to the apex there. Tommy driving really well, but not showing the pace I'd expect here. I wonder if there's something up. Let's See, we need them all to do a clean lap to see where their pace lies, really. But Tommy should be as quick as these guys. It's Godfrey, Ovenden, Graham, and Tracy. The order now.
Yeah, 46.1 from Godfrey on a clean lap, and a 46.4 from Graham.
Yeah.
Ovenden on a 48.7, but that was with the Joker lap. Oh, here we go. Look for the lead. It's going to be Ovenden. Ovenden gets it done. Godfrey goes for the Joker lap. And Ovenden comes sliding around the outside, and he's in over the curb on the inside, kicks up the dust, and Godfrey right underneath the spoiler of the Goody Demolition Polo as they come around Castrol out onto the straight.
Oh. Baby turned in a fraction early, and as a result, needed every bit of Mondello Park tarmac on the way out there. But that was super stuff. Proper rallycross, just swept around the outside there, got it done as they both came back together with Godfrey coming off the Joker, Glenn. One
thing I noticed. This new merge on the anti-clockwise, quite like Riga, where they merge and join. So it's very interesting to see the two cars come out side by side. Oh, but he gets a bit crossed up out on the marbles on the outside of Rallycross too, but he gets it gathered up. But it allows Godfrey back onto the back of the Goody Demolition car. But he gets the drive, and he's sideways again. He's going to be very wide as he comes in towards Castrol, but he gets it gathered up. He's getting scrappy. It's allowing Julian to make moves, but the checkered flag will be out this time.
I'll tell you something, he won that on merit, and both of those boys are on the ragged edge there. There's no hanging back. That looked like a super final.
That was good.
Really good from both of them, really good. Tommy Graham pulled in, has he? I thought there might be an issue there. He shouldn't be that far away from them in terms of pace. I can't see his car, even out the window.
Yeah, it's a shame for Tommy.
Don't know if the drone could locate it, but no, we don't see Tommy. There's Tracy coming through at a bated speed. That car's still not running properly just yet, so let's hope they can get that up and running a little bit better. The iconic red Citroen C4.
Definitely capable of more.
There's Tommy Graham driving down the paddock, so he did come in a lap early, I think.
Good to see the car still going under its own steam, though.
Yeah, okay, let's hope they can get twiddling with both of those cars and get them back out as Tracy takes the checkered flag.
Yeah, big misfire on the Citroen there as it came across the start line. Still trying to iron out issues with that car. But there is the winner of Heat 1 and Q2 for our Supercars, Tristan Ovenden. And we've got a thumbs up ready to go for Heat 2. No hanging about. The ready to race light is on the pole. It is that Audi S1 of Michael Leonard. Toll beside him, and it's another blinder start by Donoghue in the Civic.
It is, but Leonard goes with him and powers alongside. Leonard won't back out, he does. So Mick Leonard with a sensible head on today and just tucks in behind him, and Toll thinks about having to go down the inside, but actually down the inside of Toll is the second Murray Motorsport car. Toll gets boxed out and is back to fourth place, Glenn.
Yeah, McCluskey was forceful down the inside of Toll there. And Donoghue in the middle of the road as he comes up towards south side. He's defensive, knowing that Mick Leonard is right underneath the back spoiler of the Civic. Oh, there's big contact. McCluskey spins out. There was contact between Toll and McCluskey, and
Toll's
it looks
got
like
trouble.
it's
Toll's got damage as well.
Damaged the parts for cars 208.
Yeah, nothing malicious there. That's just a territorial dispute with a bit of lock on, and one car went up over the other car's wheel, I'd imagine.
Narrowing track, the two of them going for the same bit of track, and it just 2 into 1 doesn't go.
Yeah. Oh, sideways stuff there with the Civic on full opposite lock, and Leonard beginning to pile the pressure on here. Looking very quick in that Nace Hotel Audi. This is what we want to see, isn't it, Glenn?
Yeah,
different
Donoghue
supercars.
straight over to the wall, straight over to the left-hand side of the track as they come up towards south side, going defensive. He knows Mick Leonard's all over the back of him like a rash. Through up onto Rallycross 1. Oh, Leonard wide into the marbles. Needs to be careful.
Surely Leonard will take the Joker this time, will he?
Needs to split the strategy. Might have a bit more pace.
Nope. He's enjoying piling the pressure on here, I think. It's slightly later apex. Oh, he slows on the way out. Yep, slows a lot there.
Gear or something there.
Back up to speed again, though, but definitely slowed a lot there on the way out, whatever happened. Staying on the brakes to get it turned in, just about controlling that understeer, but gets a tidier exit, gets himself back closer again. Good run through Castro from Leonard that time. All the ground that he's lost, he's almost caught up. He's got a bit of pace here, Glenn. He should Joker, surely.
Immense traction, mid-corner traction in that Mounier Audi S1.
Not all the car, though. He was staying on the brakes again to get the nose into the apex, and that gave him a tidier exit. He waited and waited till the car was rotated and then got on the power. It's interesting stuff. Now he takes the Joker.
There you go, splits the strategy.
He realises he's got that bit of pace. He's got to be tidy through here. Owen Murray used to be screaming at him. It's not Owen anymore. Calm down, Mick. He knows he has the pace and he doesn't lose a place, so that's interesting. Carey right with him now. as they come back out. Fastest lap, in fact, is to William Carey. Well, he is on stealth mode today. We hadn't even taken him into account. Fastest lap is Carey, and he's right under the back wing of Leonard now. And Carey, in fact, he has not done the Joker though. Final lap. So it's the leader, Gary Donoghue, has got to do the Joker lap. Gary commuting from America to race this car. Great family. They lost their dad recently. He was a real character, but they're just immersed in rallycross, this family. And lovely people. Great to see Gary back here racing. Great to see him out front. But he has got the Joker, hasn't he? And Leonard's too close. Leonard is too close and too quick, I fear here. Glenn?
Yeah, it looks like Leonard's going to get this done again.
He is, yeah. Oh, no, he makes a bit of a mess. Doesn't get near an apex, but gets out very quickly at the end of it. He managed to pivot the car, even though he didn't get to an apex. And when he went by us, no lock on, flat out. So that's great job by Leonard. Timed it perfectly for the... Look at that, stays in right there. Doesn't get out of shape at all there. He's very tidy through Castle in that car. He really is.
Just pushing forward, constantly pushing forward, and it pushes forward to a checkered flag and another race win.
Fastest lap 44.799. Is that as quick as we've seen here this weekend? 44.799.
I think we've seen a 44.9 from Toll earlier, but I think that's the quickest lap so far.
Yeah.
Track warming up, cleaning up.
So Toll will be okay. We know he's got a great team around him and great loads of spares, so he'll be okay. He'll get that one running. I'm assuming McCluskey's car is okay.
Leo, just watching the speed trap, Leonard comes through at 191, but I'm concerned that Carey has maybe not got the power of the rest of the field. Fastest he went was 182, so it's yes. Hopefully that's not
I think
gremlins.
the rest of them are all in the 180s, I think, bar Leonard. So Leonard's car being hauled into scrutiny there they're all being hauled in, I think, for a little bit of inspection. So great stuff from Mick Leonard there, always the entertainer. The Bowser is heading out there. That sounds like a nickname for someone that would drink in your local pub. The Bowser. The Bowser's not in tonight. He only comes in on a Thursday and Friday. So the FJS tractor heading up towards...
There's a few Bowsers in Cooksacara last night.
Yeah, there could be a few tonight, Glenn. It's your birthday, remember? We've told the whole internet twice it's your birthday now. You never know who'll turn up. A few in Cooks, then we might head into Nace and see how things are.
I don't know how this is going to go in the morning, Leo.
Be fine. So a little bit of a gap now, however, just dampening down the circuit. Haven't seen any regrading just yet. If you're new to Rallycross, that's where they scrape the gravel back out onto the racing line again. It sounds like a horrendous thing to do, but it's part of Rallycross. We want to see these cars moving around a little bit, so the more of that, the better. It's Bowser down at Nordic Spirit Corner now. Kabuta. Tractor from FJS pulling that across. Puncture for Derek Toll, we're told. Thank you very much, Sean Hassett. So yeah, just a little bit of contact, a puncture. That's okay. Low suspension damage, which is great. So we'll keep an eye on what else is going on in the motorsport world as well. I know the couple of Irish drivers in GB4, big weekend in Alton Park. Alex O'Grady going really quick. Jason Smith, of course, out there too. Douglas Motorsport has two Irish drivers, Conor Grant as well. So we'll keep an eye on that for you as well. We get a shot from what would be normally on the exit of the S's on a race day. Here we are. It's juniors. It's Keenan Murphy this time with his bonnet closed on pole position. Then it's Owen Dooley and Dean Deasy on the outside of the front row. Owen Dooley in the Floor.ie Fiesta because the Mini was off yesterday and wasn't repairable. So the Fiesta's with something like a 40 brake horsepower deficit. On a wet day, sometimes they could keep it to the Minis on the old Rallycross track. On this one, I don't think that the straight's probably too long. The Minis should drive away from the two Zetec Fiestas. Harry Whelan next up, then Nicholas Noonan, and then David McAdams. Green lights on, away they go. Dooley got the initial jump, but again, just doesn't have the power. And I think Keenan Murphy should be able to pull clear. That's exactly what he does. McAdams coming through from the back with a great run. The silver car up to almost take the lead. He'll certainly get second place through there. Dooley will sit around the outside. The Fiesta might be able to get the nose back down the inside. He does, but locks the inside front. That slowed them all down just a little bit, and it's allowed the leader to get away. So Keenan Murphy leads now under the Alfa Romeo bridge, Glenn, and out onto the Brain Straight.
Great to see Keenan Murphy take the lead here, and great to see the bonnet down, because in race 1 he done the whole race with the bonnet up, so at least you can see where he's going now and get some great lap times in. David McAdams up into second place. The power of the Mini gets past Owen Dooley in the Fiesta, the Floor.ie car in third place. And you can see how wet it is up there as they come down into Nordic Spirit. Now they're going across Bridgestone out towards the hole in the hedge. And Dooley, again, very, very, very aggressive as they came in towards the hole in the hedge. That's where he unfortunately made contact with the wall in his Mini history whilst in practice, and he's really trying hard to keep up with these more superior Minis. Kieran Deasy in the silver and blue bumpered Mini just behind him in fourth place. But Keenan Murphy out front, and it looks like McAdams maybe starting to close him down out front. We'll just watch the lap times. We might actually see the gap visibly on screen. There's Dooley, third place in the Fiesta, and that's Kieran Deasy. Heads to the Joker lap. Closing up onto the back of the Fiesta, maybe wants a bit of clean air. Oh, maybe a bit hot in, but holds it well, gets it pulled up and turned at the hole in the hedge. And he's going to come out ahead of Nick Noonan. Oh, Noonan's wide on the grass on the outside there. You've got all the track to use, but he decides to use the grass as well. Through goes Dooley in the Fiesta. In third, Kieran Deasy, followed up closely by Nicholas Noonan in the black car. And there's Harry Whelan coming in the second of the Fiestas. But here's our leaders. Keenan Murphy.
Interesting that the grid sheet says Dean Deasy, a name we know, but the monitor is saying Kieran Deasy.
Yeah, I was a bit confused by that this morning as well.
Okay, somebody might send us a message on that one. Yeah, sometimes the dads enter and the name arrives on the commentary, or else it's another brother, or maybe, who knows?
Yeah, maybe taking the wrong name off the entry list or entry.
Yeah, they're all digital, you see, so sometimes the wrong name can be filled out and it's automatically downloaded onto an entry form, so maybe that's the case. Who knows? Somebody will tell us. If you want to send us a WhatsApp or send a message or even comment on the live stream on YouTube, do go ahead, as Kieran Murphy completes another lap in his Mini Cooper, 4.1 seconds ahead of McAdams.
McAdams got his Joker lap done on the previous lap. 3 seconds of a difference between Murphy's clean lap and McAdams' Joker.
Nicholas Noonan there with a big straight line speed advantage over anyone else, I think. 123.9 through the speed trap, Nicholas Noonan.
Oh, and Nicholas runs out wide into the marbles as they come down Rallycross 1. He's putting DC under a lot of pressure. Through they come towards the hole in the hedge. This is really technical, this part, braking sideways on gravel onto tarmac to turn left, but here are the leaders. This is going to be it, final corner. It's going to be Murphy. Murphy has it done as they head towards the checkered flag. Keenan Murphy takes the win from David McAdams, who pushed him hard all the way. Great job by Owen Dooley to hold on to third place in the little Fiesta. And it's DC fourth, Nicholas Noonan fifth. And we wait to see Harry Whelan complete in the Fiesta, the second of the Fiesta runners.
Double-sided sheets were catching me out there on the grid sheets. Logan Hoy it is from pole position, but on the outside the front row Luna with slightly better start, but Hoy as they grab second gear powers ahead and has the inside line for Campion Corner. That's Corey Bagnall tucking in behind him. Bagnall though edging Lunam out wide onto the grass and taking that second place back. So he's right on Hoy's bumper now, literally giving him a little push there at the apex. Hoy gets on the power down, pulls a length which turns into 2 lengths as they ease away. Third gear now under the Alfa Romeo bridge. A stream of Mini Coopers in this junior rallycross track going under the bridge. It's Hoy, Bagnall, Lunam, Mahan, Lenihan, Sexton and Clark as they go by us.
Oh, is that Clark a bit late in the brakes? Up into south side, but got it stopped and turned and across, and he's ahead of Sexton now. Sexton back to 7th place.
Well, they're very quick across there. They don't lift at all. And Hoy gets way out of shape again. Big long one, but he's got great car control, that young man. Holds on to it, but that's allowed Bagnall right up to him. He's getting better exits, Hoy. He's getting the car settled at the apex and getting out better. Bagnall very quick and always on the attack. But by the time Bagnall's got the car settled at the apex, Hoy is away. You'll see it again here. Good late turn in, almost right with him. And then we saw it on the aerial shot the last time. The Hoy just gets away a little bit on the exit.
Did you see Bagnall having to pull the steering back out at the apex? Turned in a bit too much lock, maybe a bit of understeer. Maybe he needs to just clean it up a bit. But as we know, Logan out front, a very accomplished young driver already. Competes in the Patch Tire Equipment Circuit Racing Championship and the Irish Rallycross Championship. Very, very successful in both of them.
Fastest in a straight line too, Logan Hoy. And
he's done it again, Leo. Look at this, it's a massive moment.
We've just
seen it out of shot.
Yeah.
He kept it out of the wall. That's fantastic car control from Logan Hoy. Hugo Lunam fending off Austin Clark. But Hugo obviously has his Joker lap done, it looks like. Yeah, he has.
Yeah, he just came right out in front of him, yeah.
Cody Mahan going to get caught up behind Clark here. Having already done his Joker lap. But Logan out front in the red FPS Mini. Out of shot. Starting to pull a gap. Oh, big lock up from Clark again as they're heading up into Southside Motor Factors, but does get it pulled up and across. That's twice he's done this in this race. Will he go to the Joker this time round, or will he leave it till his last lap? He does, he goes to the Joker just out the window. But here is our leaders in the Joker lap.
Yeah, it's going to stay the same. Lunam 3rd. Cody Mahan 4th.
Jack Lenihan up past Oisin Clark.
Good run for Lenihan to take that 4th place there in the final lap, yeah. But nobody touching Logan Hoy again.
Last lap board is out. And they sweep from the left side of the track, sweep right to get as much of the track and open the corner up at south side. Carry as much pace out onto the gravel. And there is Corey Bagnall in the 888 car.
Hoy again, too committed. That's his 3rd mistake in this race, and that allows Bagnall right up to him. Lucky not to lose the lead there. He doesn't normally make mistakes, this young man. Maybe just getting a bit exuberant on the final lap, but very lucky not to make contact with something there or to lose the lead. But certainly Bagnall all over him now in the final lap, and Hoy having to defend. Bagnall should get a better exit here, but he doesn't again. Hoy, just look at that gap opening again as they come onto the main straight. Checkered flag being waved, and it's Hoy just about from the very impressive Corey Bagnall. Then it's Hugo Lunam, then Cody Mahan. Going to be Jack Lenihan next up, I think. Indeed it is. Then Oisin Clark and Ailish Sexton. Way they go, Jimmy McVicker in the mid-engine. Cleo blasting away there, missing a few cars from this one, so it's just the Cleo and the 120 diesel BMWs. So Jimmy McVicker's heading off. Mid-engine Renault Cleo, very quick car, but quite hard to handle, but Jimmy really has a go. He really does work at the wheel, as you'll see here. Look at the car skipping around a little bit on the brakes, coming up into Southside Motor Factor's corner. And it's the diesel 120 BMWs. .137 in shot. There's Brian Sexton, then Sean Purcell in the Mondello Park car. Through Campion corner now. McVicker must be in a spot of bother here because one of the diesel BMWs hanging on to him. That's Brian Sexton, I think. Drive away on the main straight, indeed he does. So we're missing Philip McLaughlin, Michael Coyne from this one. So the order is McVicker, Sexton, Sean Purcell, and Philip Cleary, and Keith Byrne. So McVickers takes the joker lap. Should briefly lose the lead here to the 120 BMW. So they head out of the hole in the hedge. Somebody's gone around out of shot. Sean Purcell in the Mondello cars had a spin on Rallycross 2. Locked inside front there for the Cleo. Just doesn't, it looks like a handful, doesn't it? Really does, but it's very quick in a straight line. Jimmy McVicker, he piles on the coals now on the main straight. Blasts up to the back of the diesel-powered BMW. McVicker's just blast past there on the way down Rallycross 2. So it's Sexton, Purcell, Cleary and Byrne, just 4 120Ds out. It's Brian Sexton with a problem there, looks like. He comes out of the joker lap. Yeah, he's going very slowly now. 2 laps still to run. So obviously a problem with that car. Or maybe not. Let's see as it comes out on the main straight. Yeah, definitely a problem now for the 120D. Very smoky as he goes by us. Sean Purcell has already had a spin. Should be able to get by him on this lap. The RXNI car of McVickers. He runs it so soft. I think you have to run these cars soft, but definitely a little bit of a handful, as we said earlier. He's been quite driving it quite gingerly in this heat. No competition for him in his class, of course. Back end almost thinking of coming around there again like a big pendulum behind him, but he just put on a little bit of opposite lock and got it turned into the corner. He takes the checkered flag. That's a win for Jimmy McVicker. A couple of messages in about the 120Ds, but I'm not going to read them out. It looks like Sean Purcell has got by the ailing car of Brian Sexton on the final lap. So let's see who's still running as they come back towards the checkered flag. There's Sean Purcell.
Maybe a turbo hose gone on the Pat Masterson Brian Sexton car there, Leo. A lot of smoke coming out of it. But it looks like Sean Purcell gets done with Philip Cleary taking second, and
so it's McVicker, Purcell, Cleary, Sexton and Byrne is the order in that one. IRX modified and BMW 120D. Willie Coyne on pole position for the next one. Modifieds in the Castrol Coyne Auto Movers car. Former overall Irish Rallycross champion from the famous Coyne family. Surely the rear-wheel drive cars will beat him away. No, Willie didn't get the memo, and he's flying in the course. If he can keep alongside the 2.5 litre Escort, which he can, he might take the lead here. Boval's going to sit round the outside, though. Will have the inside line. No, maybe not. Oh, Willie Coyne down the outside of the brakes. Somehow gets into the apex and says, see you later, boys.
That's ridiculous, Leo. We all know, we've seen Kerry earlier. Kerry just sat down and took off the start line.
Yeah.
Somehow that Willie Coyne Corsa was first in the Campion corner. That's magic stuff.
Yeah, really good. There's that Caleb Howard iconic Ford Anglia in there too, one of the favourites for us here. Big Escort now beginning to motor up towards the back. Stanley Boval in the 2.5 litre. I think there's a Millington engine in that, is there, Glenn? In the Stanley Boval car?
Yep, Millington.
Yeah. Just coming down the hill, he was motoring up behind Willie Coyne. We know Willie's car isn't slow in a straight line, but Willie's just such a canny driver. If Willie doesn't lead on the first lap, he generally takes the joker and disappears from the action until the final lap. Here's Willie, and can quite often take a win on the last lap. It's what he does. When he's out in front, he'll stay there. So McAlonan now starting to hunt around the back of the Carey BMW there and looking very good. Carey's the back steps out, and it's like a smell of blood for the little course as he tries to get up the inside. Now he gets back in for the toe on the main straight, but he's showing him one headlight. If he had a headlight here, he comes out to go down the inside. The lightweight Nova is late on the brakes, and he's through and up into third place. That's great rallycross action, Len.
Yep, those two will be top trumps in the RXNI camp. Yeah. And it was McAlonan who's up the inside in the Nova. And he's very fast around this new layout at Mondello, is Ricky.
Yeah. Boval's still piling the pressure onto Coyne up front. I wonder, can Ricky get up to them? He's got away a little bit from Carey on that lap. Interesting stuff. McAlonan looking very quick this weekend, as Glenn had told us. He's watching him in practice as well, or this morning. Very, very quick and moving the car around a lot. You can see the Rallycross cars run softer than race cars, so it's great to get some idea of what the drivers are doing inside the cockpit when they get on the brakes, when they come off the brakes, and then when they pile the power on, of course, as they all head up the Bahrain straight. Locked inside front, almost a signature tune for Stanley Boval now in the Mark II Escort.
Yeah, that Mark II Escort always lifting wheels.
Fast the lap is to Ricky. McAlonan in the Vauxhall Nova, fastest lap, 49.8. Nobody else in the 49s just yet.
Yeah, Ricky really likes this layout. He's really switched on to it very, very quickly. There's our drone. Some camera issues. And look at this, McAlonan on the outside of Willie Coyne. He's going to have the inside for Campion, but he doesn't have the power of the Castrol Corsa, and Willie Coyne takes it back from him, but he's under massive pressure.
Here we go in a straight line. Now Coyne just drives away in a straight line. More power just driving away. More power, as you'd say, Glenn.
More power.
Yeah. Hey. And hard on the brakes now. Willie Coyne never gets out of shape, really. Willie Coyne, and just inch perfect.
Stanley Boval nicked the fastest lap time until McAlonan came back across the line and nicked it back. So this is really good times, really promising stuff from the modifieds.
Great
Boval
shot.
into the Joker.
Super shot of Boval there in the Escort. You see all the suspension movement as he sets it up and gets it turned in. So he takes the Joker, and as does McAlonan. But Willie Coyne has done enough. He sweeps around the outside. Thank you very much, chaps. I'll have the lead back. It's about the time I should be in front again, says Willie. And he's still out in front and still driving beautifully. Well, these three are very closely matched, as you've pointed out there, Glenn, in terms of pace, so we will get plenty of action from them as the weekend goes on. But I think Willie Coyne's going to get the job done. The checkered flag is ready. It's waved, and it's another win at Mondello Park for Willie Coyne. Boval second. McAlonan, great drive to third place. And Carey wondering what happened to Niall Carey in that one. He's always at the sharp end of the BMW.
Yeah, and actually just noticing something there, Leo. The McAlonan Nova was very slow in the last lap. He was showing great pace, and he's come across the line quite a bit slower than the two ahead where he had the pace.
That was his Joker lap though, wasn't it?
But the speed trap.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, 138 as opposed to a 153 and a 156.
Wrong,
hopefully nothing. He dropped away too quickly there. He was too quick in the rest of the race, but in that final lap, McAlonan just showing maybe there's a wee bit of issue there, but
we might have to send our roving reporter down to see what the story is. Wake him up there, Glenn, and see if he's any interest in going downstairs. Oh, he's busy texting somebody here. He's going to need all his energy anyway for the weekend. He's a great man for getting us a little bit of inside info up here in the commentary box. So, who's next up? Modifieds again. It is, with Jason Bleasdale, Peter McGarry, Liam Duran. Oh, that'll be a good race. Darren Bleasdale, Sam Bovill, and Philip Kelly all on one grid. Great shot from the drone.
No Duran on the front row, Leo.
Oh, no.
Well, that's a shame, because this was going to be a spicy one.
Yeah. I don't see him out there either, looking out the window.
That car showed great pace in Q1. That
Dude.
newly acquired Mark II Escort.
Mick Keogh tells us he has to go to a communion now and turn off the telly, but he's going to bring his headphones with him. It won't be visual, it'll just be just be sound effects for Mick Keogh.
It's a bit like myself a couple of weekends ago at a wedding trying to watch the World Rally or the European Rallycross Championship.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
So there we are, the two Bleasdale machines. Beautifully turned out, new colour schemes on them. They're great supporters of Irish Rallycross. We love to have them over here. They're great to watch, incredibly quick. And Peter McGarry on the front row. He's been a busy man around Europe as well, hasn't he, in that Volkswagen Polo?
Sorry, Leo, I've just noticed something. So, poleman Jason Bleasdale has Honda on a spoiler.
Yeah.
And fourth place Darren Bleasdale just behind him has Vauxhall, it looks like, on a spoiler. So maybe we have a Honda engine in this one.
And a Vauxhall engine in that one.
I wonder would that mean, is this the ex-McGarry car?
I don't know which one is the ex-McGarry car, but I'm sure there are days here at Mondello where he wishes he hung on to it. He said he'd struggled to compete with it before. Peter McGarry might give us a wave there. Yep, maybe. No. He's too busy.
Andrew Coyne, son of Michael, on the grid. Oh, he gave us a wave. I seen a wave there, he did. Andrew must have fed that back to him.
Big smile. Cleo Construction is his company. He actually sponsors the Junior Championship as well, so work hard and play hard. Great supporter of Irish Rallycross. Very much a right-hand man for Derek Toll. That's him you would have heard on the radio to Derek Toll on the final lap, wasn't it? Steady, steady. Keep it steady for me.
That was brilliant. That behind-the-scenes shot was fantastic. And to hear and to see the jubilation of Peter running up and the hugs. And
That's brilliant. It's great. They're two men that put everything into Rallycross. Yeah.
And interesting to see. Obviously, we've seen the Bleasdales out in the continent in the Rallycross series, the Rally X series.
Yeah.
Along with McGarry, and Peter obviously had a very good run at Valkenswaard recently. Made it to his first final in that championship, but broke the transmission on the tyre cleaning as they headed to the grid, which is a shame. But he's back here at Mondello and ready to do battle with the Bleasdale brothers. And it's green. And it's Jason Bleasdale away like an absolute missile, and Philip Kelly gets a good run in the MR2 as well. He'll be one to watch in this, and it looks like we have problems for the other Bleasdale car. Not just as fast as the rest of the grid, down to Campion.
Not just yet. Gear change right at the apex. Oh, they just squat and grip, don't they, those little mid-engine cars? Here comes McGarry in the straight. Mirror signal manoeuvre, just drives ahead. Back across to get the full racing line. Thank you very much. Says McGarry. That car's well sorted, isn't it, Glenn?
That's unbelievable. Stone Motorsport have pulled an absolute wonder in that car for it to go up the straight past the Bleasdale car. That's a statement. Yeah,
Peter well able to steer it. He should be, because he used to race 8-valve stock hatch, the ex-murderers we used to call them. If you could go well in one of them, you could steer anything. And that's where Peter started off. A lot of really quick rallycross men cut their teeth in that class over the years. Almost all 205 GTIs.
Beautiful car control from Sam Bovill in the Fiesta.
Really nice.
Sliding around the background. Maybe not the fastest way around, but Sam certainly makes it work.
Oh, the front of the car bouncing there as he tries to get on the barrel a couple of times, so it wouldn't quite settle at the apex. That's interesting. The long corner, like a long tarmac corner. So a lot of them try different techniques, but some of the cars don't want to get the front to bite. If you don't trail brake all the way to the apex, the car can get light at the front and then you just will not turn in for the rest of the corner. You could see that happening for Bovill there. He's trying on the throttle twice and had to come out of it.
Yeah,
very easy for us to say something like that sitting at the top of the tower. It'd be very hard. Rallycross cars by their nature are probably too soft for a long tarmac corner like that.
Absolutely, a bit of fine tuning maybe needed in the Bovill camp on the Fiesta of Sam. But it is McGarry, beautiful line coming through Campion, gets it turned left into Castrol, gets a good rotation, bit of a tail wag as he comes out onto the straight and blasts up past us in the tower. Bleasdale shadowing his every move though. Jason Bleasdale in the 6-7. I'm not going to do an Andrew Coley. Andrew Coley gets slated for saying that number.
Did he?
Recently in Riga.
Again, that Cluna car so well sorted by Stone there, just soaking up the bumps across Rallycross 2. That a lot of the front wheel drive cars, in the interest of getting rotation, run a very stiff rear end, and as a result you're a bit of a passenger going across Rallycross 2. But none of these cars, we've seen a lot of cars today very well sorted, that MR2 being one of them. Philip Kelly in the self-built turbocharged MR2, former champion here. Great to have him back at Mondello Park, and he hangs the tail out. Bovell beginning to get a little bit scrappy there, great to watch, but Sam Bovell's car a bit of a handful today at Mondello Park.
Bovell's looking a 100-point run there from the judges as he comes around Campion, clips the clipping point. But here is our leader, Peter McGarry in the Cluna Contracts Polo. Switches left onto the Joker lap. And out of shot we can see Sam Bovell in issues, but look at this. Here is the fight for the lead, and it's close. It's very close. Oh,
Bleasdale won't be happy with that. I'm not sure McGarry knew he was there, but he pretty much ran Bleasdale off the track there. I don't think, well, I don't know, but Bleasdale won't be happy, was he? He had the run, he had the speed around the outside there, but I'm not sure that that the left-hand drive car of McGarry, that he knew that little Vauxhall was beside him.
Yeah, checkered flag time. Yeah. McGarry is going to take it. Jason Bleasdale might have some words to say about that move as he exited the Joker lap. Were you at the driver's briefing this morning, Leo?
I wasn't, no.
I didn't make it myself. I would like to hear if somebody can maybe let us know the rules around the merge.
Oh, Drew is the man for that. We'll have a chat with him before the day is out. Drew Furlong, yeah. Darren Bleasdale fastest lap all the way from the back to take third place. Stealth drive again. We didn't see any of that happening.
Great to see. Definitely a problem off the start line for Darren Bleasdale, but good to see him get back in on the act. It's very promising for McGarry. They've been working on this car, developing this car. Peter obviously campaigning here in the Irish Championship, but also running out to Scandinavia and the European continent to do the Rally X series. So to show that turn of pace today holds well for future events.
It does. They never stop working on it. So I don't think we have a grid sheet for this one, but we should know them by now if we're any good. So it's Thomas McManus on pole, Abby McGuinness, the centre in front row. You have it there, have you? Anyway, it's Thomas McManus on pole. It is, we have, yeah. And then it's Abby McGuinness with the checkered roof, like a Scalextrics Mini in the centre of the front row, and then Desi Martin, the Mini Collector, on the outside of row 2. Hard to, it feels weird saying that's the outside, but it is, of course. First corner is a right-hander as we are running anti-clockwise. Then it's Leah McManus in the Mini Graduate. It's Alex Conlon in the Mini Graduate. And then it's Volland, Gallons, like gallons of fuel.
You know that Nicholas Gallons is actually from Antigua?
Is he?
And Barbuda, yeah.
Thought he was from Crumlin. And then Philip Seath, is it? Yep. Getting the hang of all these names.
Yep. Niels Volland, the son of 7-time German Rallycross champion Rolf Volland, runs the team, family team. Very well-known team in the European circuit and the world circuit.
It's a great shot there, father and daughter on the same grid. That's Thomas McManus on pole.
It's a great shot.
And Leah McManus right behind him. She's on graduate pole herself, and Alex Conlon closely matched. Alex Conlon in the middle of his leaving cert, so happy with a little bit of stress relief to be racing this weekend, I'd imagine, in the FJS and Joe Mallon Motors car. So this is it's always a great contrast between Abby McGuinness and Thomas McManus. Thomas just wild and great to watch, great car control and always dancing on the edge, and Abby is smooth as silk, but the end result, as we always say, is pretty similar. So it could be either of those two in these supercharged. The rules have opened up a little bit in this open Clubman, sorry. Clubman modified, I beg your pardon. So they're running standalone ECUs on these cars and a few other bits. Big power from these Cooper S's. Abby gets a slightly better start, gets the nose ahead, but as they change gear, once again Thomas gets by and is well ahead on the run down to Campion. In fact, you can pull across in front of her there. Then it's Desi Martin, then it's Leah McManus, Alex Conlon and all the Swifts coming through. They're all line astern, no big goes down the inside just yet. I say that, but one of the Swifts has gone right round the outside of Conlon, but then he's got wide.
Philip
and I'd imagine giving it back, yeah.
Yeah, coming around the outside of Conlon. It looks like Nicholas Gallons is also giving hassle, and I see in the background the yellow car. Niels Volland did eventually get going, but our leader, Thomas McManus, ahead of Abby McGuinness.
Abby looks quite threatening in this one, though. They're out of our shot, but she's right in his wheel tracks as they head down towards Nordic Spirit, just ahead of this group. Certainly Abby keen not to let Thomas away.
Bit of a scrap going on between Conlon, Seath and Gallons in the background. I think there was maybe a wee bit of contact between Seath and Gallons.
Yeah, there must be, because they were both ahead of Conlon on the approach to Southside there.
Gallons is not interested. He goes to the Joker. He wants out of this battle. Through goes Liam McManus and Alex Conlon. There's Philip Seath. Oh, he's hunting for gears as he comes out of the hole in the heads. That's going to cost him time. That's going to put Nicholas Gallons in a good place when Seath does his Joker.
Thank you. Good shot. Well, support for Abby on the live stream there. Go Abby. She's balancing the gap, but in fact McManus beginning to ease away just a little bit now. This is Alex Conlon has caught Leah McManus. She was well ahead in the opening lap and he was fighting with the Swifts, but he's got rid of them and he's right in the wheel tracks now with Leah McManus for mini graduate glory. Leah, I think, only needs to finish. She's leading this championship from Alex. I think the finish is today. A finish today and a finish tomorrow, she was saying, would do it for her. But Alex Conlon closer than he's been. And later on the brakes a little bit as they head up towards the hole in the hedge. Tidy exits from both of them. Slow lap for Abby McGuinness there, whatever happened, and Thomas McManus has opened the gap out front to 3.7 seconds. He's just done a 51.422 that time around. She's done a 54.086. Desi Martin 54.7, and then the mini graduates in the 57s.
Looks like maybe Philip Seath in the Swift is having problems as Gallons is up past him, and Gallons, as we know, has got his Joker lap done already, and it's showing on our timing screens that Seath has not got his Joker lap done, so Gallons going well here. In the red, Peter Gwynn Motorsport Run, Suzuki Swifts. There goes Seath. And he continues on the main lap. The number 80. Through he goes. And Conlon gets the Joker lap done, and it's actually Gallons has come out ahead of Conlon. Alex was held up behind Leah McManus, it looked like. He had a good bit of pace, and there is Leah going through her shot in the orange Mini. Volland trying to hunt down Seath now after that terrible start. I don't know what happened to Niels Volland.
Well, out of shot, it's closed up for the lead. They're neck and neck. That 4-second deficit is gone, and Abby McGuinness has caught Thomas McManus now, but we're not seeing it. They're over at the heading for Campion corner already. They've both taken their Joker laps, but Thomas McManus now only a fraction ahead of Abby McGuinness. Here we are. There you are, that 4-second gap gone out. She's firing the car through Campion corner, kicking up dust on the inside, having a real go here. Oh, a bit of understeer there for her car coming out. Wasn't there, Glenn, onto the main straight?
Yeah.
Checker flag, though.
Was.
But she made Thomas work for that one. He takes the double, though. That's 2 wins, but she's breathing down his neck in the closing stages there. Great stuff from Abby McGuinness. There's Desi Martin, the third of the supercharged cars. A lot more understeer on that car. It looks like it just didn't want to get turned. It looks a bit high and soft, perhaps, compared to the other two. Certainly a bit high at the front. And this is for graduate honours. Leah McManus under attack again from Conlon. She's done her Joker lap. They're very equally matched today, but she's done enough and she'll hang on to take the checkered flag for another graduate win.
Gallons takes the win in the Swifts, followed home by Niels Volland. And Philip Seath definitely looks to be having some problems as he dropped way back and Volland was able to get up past him. But a great race from Thomas McManus and Abby McGuinness. Thomas can hold his breath because Abby wouldn't let him breathe at all that whole race. It was a great scrap between those two. And we're seeing in the chat there, MRCM Rallycross team, the Buncloddy boys. Anyone a spare supercar? Mad the race. Get those Subarus back out. Let's go, Michael. And lining up now, we have the IRX rally cars. What a mix of machinery this is. On the pole, Keith Power in the Fiesta R5. Middle of the front row, Shane Mulligan in the Honda K24 powered Peugeot 206. And on the outside, the giant killer, Stephen Lipsett in the SL Motor Events backed Citroen C2R2. Making up the second row of the grid, Patricia Denning in the Dennings Evo, with Peter Quigley alongside her in the Fiesta ST. Back row of the grid, we have Joe Downey in the 106 and John Shaw in the Opel dealer team coloured Astra. So just in the left of shot, you can see the cars making their way over to the pre-grid. Down by turn 3 here at Mondello Park. But we get a thumbs up from Andrew Coyne. Start line marshal, ready to race, light comes on. Watch for the four-wheel drive machinery in the left of shot. Away we go, the R5 and the Evo. Great start, great traction as the front wheel drive car scrabble for grip, and Shane Mulligan in that 206 will surely be scrabbling.
Great drone shot going all the way to the first corner with them.
Fantastic work by Katie.
Yeah. Oh, Mulligan around the outside. Let's see how this big Honda engine compares to the Evo. Here he comes, first gear, second gear, third gear. Just drives by, see you later. VTEC kicked in, yo, isn't that what they say?
VTEC kicked in, yo. Yeah. Feed it gears and away it goes.
Great stuff from Mulligan. What, can he get it stopped at the speed of that car in a straight line? He does get it stopped. He gets it turned in. He's up to second place. And Shane Mulligan going nicely with his new Honda engine.
Yeah, it's fantastic to see. He used to run just the GTI engine in this, but I was talking to him this morning. Done a couple of little sprint events here at Mondello, and this K24 engine is all singing, all dancing.
Well, it's all dancing and singing, yeah, it is. Absolutely. It's very quick in a straight line. And he was always well able to drive, so great to see him with a few more horsepower under the bonnet. The little C2R2. He's going to have a run around the outside of the Fiesta ST, not just yet. He'll leave it to the main straight. That should be significantly quicker than the Fiesta, I would imagine.
Yeah, Lipset could do with a spotter, I think. It was a bad decision to go to the Joker. He's got caught up behind Peter Quigley in the Fiesta ST, but he makes light work of him as they come down the straight. C2 with more power. I hate that word, Leo. You're making me...
Power.
Power. More
yeah.
power. Keith Power.
That came up. If you weren't watching Glenn and myself doing the ICCR coverage, there's a gentleman called Paul Parr, P-A-R-R, and there's differing ECUs in the same class, so we weren't sure how much power Keith Parr was running.
Power and power and power.
Yeah, so we got great entertainment out of that one. But he was on 340 anyway. We worked it out in the end. So fastest through the speed trap. Any guesses? As Nadia would say, any guesses?
Oh.
Shane Mulligan.
Unbelievable.
151.6 kilometres an hour through the speed trap.
We need to get Shane into super modified.
He could probably race against them anyway, yeah. Nice move down the inside there by Lipset. And Shaw doesn't battle him too hard, just leaves just the space of a C2R2 down the inside. And Lipset, thank you very much. Hey, that Astra's not slow in a straight line, is it?
Nope, not slow. 2-litre red top underneath the bonnet of that car. It's with I think Weber 45s. It's a 20-year-old car. John didn't use it for 20 years. It was sitting in a container, and the last time out at Mondello, he brought it out. Nearly 20 years to the day.
I remember that. Yeah.
It's fantastic to see that car back out.
It really is. Looks
now
great.
With a new paint scheme. Beautiful nip of the bar, as they say, by Keith Parr, as he gets it rotated.
That's not a whiskey in the pub. Now that's a rallyman's terminology for pulling the handbrake before the apex and nip of the bar. Give her a jab of the wand, all the rally terminology. So what that is, a four-wheel drive car, what Len's talking about there, is you can use the handbrake to adjust the angle of the car and get the nose right into the apex. That's it, Len, isn't it?
Absolutely, and it was great use of the bar there by Keith Parr. He gets it turned. And we'll nip the bar later, Leo. But anyway, he's into the Joker lap.
We have to get subtitles. And he's gone quicker again down the straight. Has Shane Mulligan 153.1. So nobody touching him here. 148 for Keith Power. So great stuff. Power, Mulligan, Lipset, Patricia Denning, Shaw, Quigley, and Downey.
I was having a chat this morning with our right-hand man on the ground here, Russell, to get an R5 car, £70,000, put a bigger engine in it. You would have a cheap supercar.
The way to
Look
go,
at the times.
Many men have lost 3-bedroom semis with thoughts like that. Their house is just gone. You just lend me a fiver and I'll win my house back in the casino, yeah.
Bank managers breaking out in sweats.
Yeah, supercars are brilliant. We love them, but they're not cheap to run. But it would make sense. An R5 tuned up, yeah. So there you go. Power takes that one from the flying Shane Mulligan, albeit 9 seconds back. Then Lipset is third place. Then Patricia Denning in the Evo, John Shaw in the Opel Astra, Peter Quigley in the Fiesta ST, and we await the arrival of Joe Downey here. He comes in the little 106 GTI.
Fascinating statistic here in that one. The power of the 206 took Shane Mulligan to a 50.1, but the little C2R2 Lipset was also a 50.1.
Yes, same lap time. Some going, isn't it? So don't forget to comment if you're watching, either on Facebook or on YouTube. If you want any info, if we have it, we'll give it to you. And share the stream would be great as well. It's good for the sport. So share it onto your own page or team pages or whatever you have. It's great to have the Five Nations Championship here as well. A little bit of excitement from about Tuesday onwards at the circuit here, knowing that we're going to get our friends from across the water here to race, and they always give us great entertainment. So a wonderful weekend here at Mondello, and we've been blessed with fine weather. The ice cream man will be making a fortune down in the paddock selling 99s.
We're away and racing again, Leo.
Brad, it looks like, is it Bradley Turner it is? Yeah, he leads this one. He won the first one. Oh, beautifully positioned and balanced coming through there. And again, twice on the brakes. That's the downshift, I think, in the braking zone is what's given that second bump on the brakes, or compression of the front suspension. Oh, but he's just getting away. He's got the head down here. He's going very nicely, Bradley Turner. Doesn't have to defend at all here, Glenn. Right out of shot almost as he goes to the brakes.
McPherson's still having problems with the brakes in the background there. The 119, the grey. Life Live TN11.
Still locking fronts, yeah.
Still having problems. That'll be haunting him from Q1. But Brad Turner out front, really switching on, really liking this new layout. He's absolutely gapped everybody. Let's see when they come round to complete the first full lap what the gap is. Look, it's massive, Leo. We've got Constantine second, and looks like a bit of a bottleneck maybe with Ovenden. And McPherson certainly got the pace anyway. But let's see how he is on the brakes up in the south side. Turner on the brakes, gets it turned in. And he's locked up again, Leo. He's out wide. Here we go. But he gets it across. And Will Ovenden holds on to third place, but he is under massive pressure from McPherson now, who's all over the back of the Digger Sim car. And they both head to the Joker lap. That's a disaster for McPherson. You think he was looking for a bit of clean air, but he's get caught up behind the red Ligier. And the two RX 150s are right there with them now. They've both done their Joker early. Stephen Jones it is, dives down the inside of McPherson at Campion, but let's see what McPherson, can he get back at him? Still having problems with the front brakes on that Life Lift TN11. Through goes Constantine. Then it's Ovenden. Stephen Jones in the first of the RX 150s, and McPherson locks up again. He's having an absolute nightmare trying to get that thing pulled up as they come up the hill towards Southside Motor Factors. In the background, the pink car, Ben Hardy. The other RX 150. The RX 150 is going well at this layout. 19 on screen. Stephen Jones. We have, looks like Constantine is in the Joker lap, and Ovenden's got it done. It's going to be tight at the merge with Jones. Jones has it. Jones is up to third on the road. He is. Jones parks it on the apex. McPherson into the back of the RX 150. And he's actually get run out wide onto the grass by Constantine. We're on to the last lap. And Turner way out front. And it's showing he's got a Joker lap done already.
Look at the fronts again there, McPherson, very badly. Struggling with that. I'm surprised he hasn't flat spotted tyres there, Glenn, with all that every lap there.
Yeah, not great for the front tyres. The goal, probably the MRFs on that. Getting a hard time on the brakes up in the south side, and there's something going on in the background. It looks like McPherson's lost it, is it? Hard to see from the drone shot, I think it was. But there's Turner rounding the final corner. Ovenden in second, but the checkered flag will be out, and it's going to be a commanding victory from Brad Turner in Q2 of the MS UK Cross Cars. Will Ovenden takes second, Stephen Jones third, James Constantine fourth, Taddy McPherson still with some brake troubles in that, but comes home in fifth place, and Ben Hardy completes in sixth.
It's a great shot there. Pat Duran, the owner of Liddon Hill, very much a man immersed in rallycross in the UK, of Irish descent, and proud of it. He's on pole position in the Box Arch X Tommy Graham car. Then it's one of our favourites is the Castrol Volvo. Oh, something, there was a little flicker of the lights or something, was there?
Scott jumped the start.
Yeah. So it's will they put Pat to the back for that?
No, I think they'll just roll Duran back into his place, and Tapscott might get shown double joker forward.
So it's Duran on pole, it's Stuart Emery and the Castrol Volvo. Don will be watching here, we better watch what we say. Then it's Davy Crockett on the outside of the front row, Dan Swayland in that beautiful, you can see it there on the radio screen, 22, the Mark 1 Escort. Then Vincent Bristow in the car we love to call the mini cab, the four-door BMW 3 Series.
We'll be seeing that later.
Yeah, we'll be in it later on the way to the pub. Alan Tapscott, Ian Biaggi, Tony Lynch and John Wood. That's your grid for Five Nations BRX Retro and Super Retro. Well, they're having a chat with him. It's 2 joker laps for Pat, is it?
No, well, maybe this, well, race control will know, but in my eyes I seen Tapscott go first, but who knows? I'm watching it through a screen. I'm not watching it through sensors. And our grid marshal's just wondering, just questioning it. Duran's obviously questioning it. And the sensors, it looks like, our survey says, see if we get any messages from race control. No, they're going back to Tapscott. It looks like it's going to be Tapscott getting pushed back a row. Oh, hang on. What's going on? Both Tapscott and Duran at fault. Race control has made the decision. Pat won't be happy about that. Neither will Alan Tapscott. Let's see, both of them will be driving in anger in this one. But effectively now you're a pole sitter with a remanufactured grid is the Peter Solberg inspired Castrol Volvo 242 of Stuart Emery. And on the outside of the front row is Davy Crockett in the Austin McHale Extravision Shell Oils inspired HSR Chevette with Dan Swayland. Oh, hang on. Scratch that. Tapscott it was at fault. My eyes did not deceive me. Duran is reinstated back in the pole. Grid Marshal says, sorry for the inconvenience, Pat. Enjoy your tour around Mondello for the next couple of minutes. We get a thumbs up, let's see. We watch our Grid Marshal. Thumbs up to everybody. The door slams shut. Ready to race, light goes on. Grandstand, get ready. Here come the retros. Green for go. Duran is smoking the tires.
Yep. It's Crockett put manners on everyone, but Duran comes at him with huge power and gets to the apex ahead, leaves him out there. Chevette not trying to sit around the outside of him, probably a brave manoeuvre. And in fact, it's Swayland now having to go at Emery, side by side for third place. Emery just gets a better exit. Just as I say it there, it was almost the Suez Canal almost got blocked there again.
I nearly felt the earth shift off its axis.
Yeah, armful of opposite lock there. Stick Volvo got sight. It's a long car to get out of shape, isn't it? But Stewart well able to handle it, drives it beautifully, and he's in third place looking quite comfortable. So Duran has got back in front, beginning to escape. So if Stewart is going to match him, Stewart Emery in the Volvo, which he did earlier, he's got to dispose of this Chevette. But the Chevette, I think, is probably every bit as quick as both of those. And in fact, that man there, Swayland, going really nicely too in the bewinged Mark 1 Escort.
Yeah, Davy Crockett saying last night that he was looking forward to giving Pat a good scrap, and he's trying hard here at the minute. Yeah, he's right in the mix, and the tail wagon Volvo in the background.
Are they both catching Duran, or is it in the straight? Maybe he gets away. Let's have a look at the speed trap when they go by here.
Wow, you can see it on screen, Leo.
Yeah, you can. Oh dear, 174 kilometers an hour for Duran. 153 for Crockett, 153 for Emery. Swayland 175. Whoa. Yeah.
Big power from these Fords. The turbos are singing. Crockett is normally aspirated. Millington bottom end. Stephen Galt head on that. That's a Vauxhall red top based engine.
Goes well.
Very good. Very good engine.
He's a lot quicker than the Volvo out of there, isn't he? On traction out of the hole in the hedge. Volvo back at him again, though, when they get to the braking zone down here. Stewart very quick through that Campion corner and right onto the back bumper. What's going to happen in a straight line? Volvo actually looks like it got a cleaner exit this time. In fact, Crockett saw that too and went to the defensive early on, just in case the turbo kicked in and the Volvo drafted up beside him. But it's actually on the brakes where Emery goes at him down the outside and shimming all over the place is the big Volvo as he tries to get it stopped. He's trying to put a few moves on the Chevette, but hard not to get out of shape himself. You can almost see him grinning behind the wheel of the Volvo there. He just throws this car anyway around. Great to see these retro cars, isn't it, Len? They really just look at home around Mondello Park.
It's like the Jack Russell versus the Great Dane.
Yeah.
Here we go.
There again, the Chevette is just quicker out of there by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lengths now. Watch the Volvo through Campion corner. Just hangs it around there, beautiful drift, and later on the brakes and almost up to him again. Look at that, the whole gap that we saw from the drone is gone. Out onto the main straight, checkered flag is ready for Duran. There's not much in it though in a straight line.
Oh, one to go.
It's not the checkered flag, is it?
One to go.
Yeah, one to go.
Interesting use of the line there by Duran. He doesn't use much of the outside of the track. He just middle of the road, turns it in the south side, and it's working okay for him at the minute.
Still looking threatening is the big Volvo. Shell oils liveried Chevette though just hanging on for second place, and if anything Swayland is beginning to close them both down. Oh, the Volvo gets out of shape again. This place will have to be re-tarmacked.
Cost himself a bit of time.
Yeah, he cost himself a lot of time, but Swayland isn't too far away, as we said, and having a real go there as well through Campion corner.
Checkered flag this time. Here we go.
It's a drag race to the line. Duran it is by a long way. Then it's Crockett, it's Emery, and it's Swayland. Very close together, those three. Great stuff. So it's the Mark II Escort takes the win from the Chevette HSR, the Volvo 242,
beep, beep.
and the Mark 1 Escort. Oh, the minicab is coming. Someone call a minicab.
Top start across the line.
Yep. There we go. Vince Bristow in the four-door E46.
36. E36.
36, sorry. 36, yeah.
The Ian Piaggi, Mini Clubman crosses the line with Tony Lynch just behind him.
A beautiful 205. Lynchy on the number plate there. He's been here many times before, Tony Lynch. Great to have him here this weekend. Duran already back in the paddock.
IRX Super Buggies, an absolute fleet of buggies come hurtling down round Castrol, but it is Liam McMullen who's broke away out front in the Speedcar Ireland. We can barely hear ourselves here, Leo, in the tower as a whole gaggle of wasps come flying past.
Honestly, it's McGaffin from Brogan, and then everybody else appears to be in third place as they went by us. It's like a swarm of bees going by. It's great to see. It's Paul Nolan, Ross Watson, Alex Loftus, Kieran Greenan and Kevin Sharkey right in there. Cummins too, and Paul McCarthy. So a clatherism, as they'd say in Dublin. A clatter of buggies went by, yeah. Or a plethora, yeah, as they head down towards Campion Corner again. So some great battles in this one. Anybody jokering just yet? Yeah, 3 of them decided to joker. It's Paul Nolan, it's Alex Loftus, and it's Michael Cummins. The rest of them decided to stay out. Somebody very wide out onto the grass there. Not Greenan.
So McMullen leads from Paul Brogan in the MV. Ross Watson, Welsh visitor over. It's actually, I believe Ross is actually a Donegal man, now living in Wales. In the Dino Rod Orange Speedcar going through your shot there with Kevin Sharkey, another Donegal man right behind him. Kevin switches left onto the Joker lap. That frees up Seamog, Paul McCarthy. And let's see the first of our Joker lap runners. Yep, Kevin Sharkey, it looks like. Kieran Greenan hasn't got his Joker lap done yet, so Sharkey in behind Greenan. Here they come, the Yakar ahead of the black and yellow Speedcar.
Greenan with the machine, the Yakar bouncing on the brakes there, dancing around under him. He's really getting used to this machine.
This will be his third or fourth event only in this?
Yeah, I would imagine so, yeah. His son has had a go in it as well, so which is great to see.
Great showing of pace.
Yeah. There won't be if you're waiting to buy a Mercedes at Ballsbridge Motors, you might have to wait a couple of minutes because his brother Gavin is the main man down there, and he's a big supporter of any motorsport event, so he'll be watching this one no doubt, if he's not here in the paddock. Great opposite lock from Wasson there as he balances the car through Campion, then hard on the brakes. Different techniques with the same outcome. We've seen that a lot today.
It looks like Paul Brogan's posted the best lap. They're out. Our leaders, Liam McMullen and Paul Brogan, they're out front, out of shot. But there is our leader. He's actually in the Joker lap as we see. He's way out ahead.
He really is. Yeah, absolute domination here.
But Paul Brogan with the fastest lap. So Brogan definitely has the pace. There it goes in the MV. Very similar in colours to Sharkey's machine, but 2 very different machines. One a 750 4-cylinder and the other one an MT09 3-cylinder. But it's going to be McMullen. Very dominant win. Followed home by Paul Brogan. And it's going to be a great run from Ross Wasson to take 3rd place from Paul McCarthy, Paul Nolan, Kevin Sharkey, Kieran Greenan, Alex Loftus, and bringing up the back, Michael Cummins.
Some great stuff, and a huge grid. There were 4 rows on the grid there for that one. Gaffin started on pole. So it's MS UK Cross Car Junior, just 2 buggies in this one. I think this was possibly our last one before lunch. So Junior's now heading down towards Campion Corner, and it is Phoebe Cake who's got ahead on this one. She had a spin in the last one, kind of separated them, but they were equally matched in terms of pace. But she gets into the apex already with a big lead as they come out onto the main straight, under the Alfa Romeo bridge and down the Martin Bahrain straight, now heading towards Southside Motor Factors Corner for the first time. 4 laps to go. Up the hill now and hard on the brakes for Southside Motor Factors. Kink to the left. It's not a full 90 left, of course, because you're going out through the gap there and onto Rallycross 3, and then down the hill to Nordic Spirit Corner.
And Leo, in this one, it's good to see the evolution of cross cars. You see the chassis of Hooker, the black one, a TN5, the slightly older machine, and the newer TN11 of Phoebe Cake out front. And Live, a company owned by WRC star Thierry Neuville, doing wonderful things to bring Clubman Motorsport to the masses in cross cars. And Thierry's very proud of the Live machines. But it's great to see two stars of the future here on track, Phoebe Cake and Ethan Hooker. And we hope to see more juniors join the grid in the MS UK junior cross cars.
Garrett Knabb saying hello from the Netherlands. Margaret and Alison are watching from the Canary Islands. This is great. We're going worldwide. We're going global. We're going global. Well, book yourselves a holiday and come to Mondello Park in July, because the ERX round here is going to be unbelievable.
Somebody else will be watching on from the Canaries, Paul Pascoe.
Paul Pascoe, yeah, diary malfunction, he said, yeah. Yeah, he should be here, shouldn't he?
Absolutely. Great character, great to see Paul. Shame he's not here. But
It is.
here they come. It's actually got very close here, Leo.
It has.
And is it?
Hooker
I'm
with
not
a
sure. I'm
faster
not
lap,
seeing
but
the.
he's done the Joker though. Phoebe
Phoebe,
has
Phoebe had it, yeah.
Yeah, she
Phoebe
peels off to
maybe
take her
had
Joker.
an issue somewhere. She had a great lead, and all of a sudden she's heading into her Joker, and
I think
Ethan
he's
Hooker
found some.
is.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's found some pace. 53.4 from Ethan Hooker.
Yeah, 2.5 seconds faster than Phoebe. So here they come now to Campion Corner. Last lap board is being prepared. It's now being held out on the main straight. And it's just one lap for Ethan Hooker between him and victory. Belgium watching too. Patrick Clays from Belgium.
Yuri
International.
Bruschi tuning in from Italy. He says ciao.
Very good. Great to be getting Mondello Park on the world map. Well, actually, the Mondello name came from Italy, didn't it? From Sicily. It's a beach in Palermo in Sicily. That's where it's named. The guy that owned the house here before they built the track, he went on his honeymoon to Palermo, and he liked the beach. So when he came back, he called his house Mondello Lodge. And when they built a racetrack in his back garden, it took on the name. And Mondello, of course, means Monday. It means small world. That's where the name came from. So there you are, small world.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Interesting facts before lunchtime from Leo Nolte.
But how do you get a racetrack in your back garden? I want one.
Well, Stuart Cosgrave knocked on his door, didn't he? Stuart was the entrepreneur. There were three of them. There was Stuart Cosgrave, Eddie Regan, and Jim Moran, who owned the land. And they all three put huge effort in and built it up. Checkered flag is about to be waved. There we go. That's the final race of the morning. We think there is nobody else gridded up down there, and we don't have any more grid sheets, so we're assuming we're going to break for lunch. Well, you can have some lunch, Glenn. I'm being summoned for filming duties apparently down in the garages, so I'll probably come back. I'll be chewing a sandwich for the first heat after lunch, no doubt. But great morning's entertainment, plenty more to come, and we're glad so many people are enjoying the live stream. We will be back shortly with Heat 3s, pre-finals and finals at Mondello Park.